Oh, that was quick.
Try it again. Try it again.
But we're live now. Yeah. All right, enough of that. That's our technical difficulties little movie that we usually throw out sometimes when we're having issues and whatnot. But anyways, welcome everybody. Tonight we're just doing a kind of a hangout because I could not get I just could not land somebody for tonight. So I've reached out to a bunch of friends and I thought let's just hang out tonight and talk about whatever the fuck, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, dang it, I swore within the first minute, I think.
Womp, womp.
There goes monetization.
You never struck me as a guy who couldn't close the deal.
Well, you know, I just it happens, right? So basically,
G'day, guys.
You know, just gonna do a hangout. So Benny, how am I feeling? Oh, the ankle. Yes, the ankle is better. I'm kind of limpy, but when it first happened, I rolled my ankle, by the way. And when it first happened, it was pretty bad. It was pretty swollen. But they iced it, and I just sat waiting for like I think 3 hours to get an X-ray, and it wasn't broken. Yeah, it wasn't broken. They said just seems you've stretched out one of your fucking ligaments or something, and you rolled it pretty good. So it's going to be sore for a couple of days. So first day back to work, and I was walking around with a cane for a bit in there, and then today I managed without one. But I wasn't doing much, just lab work and stuff and riding a forklift. So, you know,
are you going to tell people the truth or do I have to?
The truth?
Neil challenged me to basketball. I crossed that motherfucker over so bad. He rolled his ankle and had to get an X-ray.
That's what happened.
I snatched it over so quick. He was leaning forward. Man.
I never thought the Vancouver Globetrotters was a thing.
I'm terrible at basketball, so
not anymore.
Not
after I got my hands on him.
By the way, do people want to see the robot and spare them this ugly mug, or should I be on camera?
That's up to you. The robot's cute.
Speaking of cute robots.
Oh, it's Duke. Holy shit.
I got my dog a new toy today, and he loves it.
Oh, my God. Ollie, look at me right in the camera. Don't you ever do that up to your microphone again. My ear just moved involuntarily. Don't ever do that.
I guess it was only a couple inches from the microphone.
Oh, my God.
All right, now.
I was like,
it sounded like my bed springs. And
here's Nick.
I don't even know what voice that was supposed to do.
Speaking of bed springs, hi, Nick. I don't know. Whenever somebody joins in, I'm going to say speaking of and then bring them up. So enter at your own caution, or you have to time it perfectly.
Speaking
of superheroes, Ollie's here. Like that's a good way to get in. But if you just speaking of toxic sludge, Mikey's here.
You know, I gotta say, I'm pretty fucking excited. I used to watch there's a cartoon, a DC cartoon called Young Justice. And
I love that show.
They had 2 seasons that were confirmed, and then they waited a bit, and they finally came out with a 3rd season. And I didn't know that they actually had released
the Kraken.
A 4th, 5th, and 6th season. So I've been watching them now.
on HBO?
Yeah, I think so. HBO Max.
Yeah, because I didn't know that they kept going either. I was like, it was over. What the fuck is all this?
Wow, that's how I felt about season 5 of Babylon 5.
They just called it Babylon.
Yeah. I could.
I mean, it wasn't their fault. The studio screwed them, but still.
It's old news. I'm like, I know it's old news, but I just found out. I was like literally 3 days ago old when I learned that that it was a thing. So,
well, yeah, I'm not usually one for superheroes, but on a whim, I decided to start watching The Flash on Netflix, and I was actually really enjoying it. The characters were fun, especially Cisco. But
Yeah.
after Crisis ended, I was so bored. I don't know what changed exactly. Maybe it got goofy, but
I think it
stopped
did.
watching.
That's
It
why I
wasn't the
stopped.
Flash anymore. I don't know.
Well, they
Yeah, I
did
agree.
change networks right around that point in time, so a lot of the staff changed too, right?
Okay, maybe
Oh.
that explains it.
I
Oh,
think this is
Mark
broken.
Hamill as the Trickster is amazing. Oh my god, he is so good as the Trickster.
Yeah, he was good.
Neil, I think this is broke. I don't think it's me.
I think after you paid for that, you were broke. But
Like the little handle on the zipper, it's not here, and on the picture, it's got one. So I think it either didn't get one or broke off, or
yeah, it could be defective.
You
But
probably
I
have
would
to
just
take a
cut the
knife
damn
to
thing
it.
open.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
that's what
gonna.
saying.
I think I still have the sealable container from the last one, so I'll just dump it all in there.
I can't help you. The closest thing I got from here is nail clippers. That's probably
What
not
is
good
it,
to
Mikey?
mention.
It's ganja. My dispensary is off strike.
Yeah, they
Sweet.
would ship bags like that in San Diego as well.
I have scissors.
Cock knocker.
I got
Yeah,
a knife. I got all
that's true
kinds of
too.
stuff.
That was a good character. I like that
That was
character.
fucking funny.
Yep.
Aha.
Hey, so
Scissors.
just figure it out. Yeah, and then just put it in a different bag, one that you can actually zip up. You know, like hey, I know, a Ziploc bag.
Mikey, get a jar, bud. Get a jar.
Na 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 na. Get a jar. No, sorry.
How come we can't hear Duke? Duke, what's going on?
Hey, I'm here, man. Can you hear me?
Dude, get
Yeah,
your life
I'm hearing
together.
now.
We can't hear you or see you.
Yeah.
No, you can't see me because I don't show my face.
Oh, when did
But I'm here.
Serious.
Okay.
All right.
Face man. Won't show
International
his
face of mystery.
I don't know. Someone says.
What's everybody
Spaceman
been up to,
and
man?
Dirk Benedict, but that's,
I had a kid.
what
You had a
that's good
kid?
news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for breakfast.
Dinner.
I went on strike and now I'm back to work.
I went
After
on strike, but I
sort
had
of-
to pay bills.
That was
So,
sort
like,
of
I went on
job
strike for like
service.
one night.
Okay.
Yeah,
I went
well,
on
no.
strike, but I'm self-employed, so that really didn't work out.
Hmm.
Good luck.
Yeah, same here. I raised my pay. I figured, what the heck, I'm worth it.
I got a liability
But-
lawsuit
but-
against myself.
Ollie, what job were you having there that you had to strike from?
I work for Canada Revenue Agency here in Canada.
Is that like the IRS
bum,
Canada
bum.
style?
Basically, yeah.
Maple style.
Yeah, there
Hey,
was,
I'm
there
in
was a,
Vermont. We do maple style.
yeah, across Canada, it was the biggest strike that has ever happened in Canadian history. There was 155,000 of us on strike across the country. So
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
goddamn.
that's
That's a lot of
that
people
includes
saying
more
I'm
than
sorry
just
for
CRA,
striking.
though. That's Veterans Affairs and a couple other public service branches, right? So
Yeah, I was.
Look at this. I think this one's for Ollie. Dude, can you hold a squeaky toy up to your mic so we can check you for your audio?
Hmm.
I don't have any squeaky toys.
No.
All
no.
my toys,
Not
all my toys go in the bum.
Oh, all right.
I've got some of those squeak on the way.
All right,
here.
thanks for the show, Neil. I gotta get going. I think that
But
was fall into the night.
if I poke her the right way, she's a squeaky toy.
There you go. There you go.
That's what she said.
Maybe it's the wrong way. I don't know.
Yeah, not our cat. He's not mine. He belongs to my roommate, but he's like, I think he's 15 now, and when he tries to meow, all he does is squeak.
I know Columbia does that too. She's like, it's like she has laryngitis or something, like that.
Yeah. That's what
Tell
it sounds
your-
like when he tries.
Tell your cat to switch to non-menthol cigarettes.
Thing is, I know she can still meow because every time Xander sneaks up on her and they get into a tussle, she meows, she yowls, screeches, hisses, whatever, all of it with her voice. I know she can. I think she just doesn't wanna.
I was feeding the baby. It's like 2:00 in the morning, and here comes Dexter off of his little cat tree, and he's like, meow, meow. I was like, your meow cracked. Come on, let's get some food. But I heard that. I was like,
Does
your
anyone
meow
else-
cracked.
Does anyone else find the expression "slept like a baby" perplexing? It's like what you woke up every 2 hours to shit yourself and cry.
What? I do that anyway, so
Well,
I get
I guess I slept like a baby.
that the sleep of infants is unrivaled. You don't even remember sleep this good. I'm
Well,
talking about
Nah, man.
the fire.
Literally,
alarm
you like
went
hold
off.
them and they're like your hands and stuff. It's crazy.
They're rag dolls. They're literal
Like
rag
you can like
dolls.
pick them up and they just yeah. It's like you almost can't wake them up. You have to like it's weird.
It's very difficult to wake her up to feed her sometimes.
well, yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't ever want to be a parent. I'd be a lousy parent. I'd be a great maiden auntie who like teaches the kids all of the like stuff their parents don't want them to know. Lousy mom though, right? But babies, like crying babies, fall asleep on me. I don't know what it is. I have a way. I just like that, and they just fall right asleep. It's crazy.
I just saw something, and I think it's relating to the bum toy comments.
What?
G.I. Joe has seen some shit,
Oh.
literally.
Well, that's an Eddie Murphy reference.
Yeah.
And then the big brown shark.
And then the big brown shark came. Yeah. We're on the same page, man. You're picking up what I'm throwing down.
We're old.
My Eddie Murphy memory still has to be wipers.
What the hell is that?
Oh, that's
Coming
from
to America, where
Coming to
he's
America.
like,
Oh,
you know,
Yeah.
and-
I'm thinking
and-
like
and
windshield
he's-
wipers, like he's
my-
got some
no, he's like,
car
it's
he's
my
talking to her.
21st birthday. Might I use the bathroom by myself? Very amusing, Your Majesty. Wipers, like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, I should
Yes,
say that double
yes.
clap is actually what
Fuck
tells
you
my cats that
too.
it's time to be fed. So I should stop doing that.
I was very tempted at the courthouse to sing the "She's Your Queen to Be" to my wife.
Yeah.
Aw.
If you
Makes the
you
sappy
remember
turn
that,
here.
you
Can
remember
you
that.
do the falsetto?
Yes.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, do you remember that? She's your
As long as it's not
queen.
the theme song from fucking Dirty Dancing, it's fine.
No, wait a minute. Are you dissing Hungry Eyes? Because
Yes,
I love Hungry
100%.
Eyes. But like, there's
Can I do-
something about
I
the
am dissing
bass
the
line to
shit out
that,
of that.
song. I don't know what it is.
Can I do show and tell?
I guess.
Yeah, why not?
So
Oh,
I
sure.
have a,
Just block us all out.
You're welcome. So I have a sister. She bought me this with a little kids book. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I saw this one. Came in the set. This is for Mama.
Burrito taco.
Oh, where's the other one? Oh, it's still over there.
Oh.
Hold on. Hold,
What's
please.
that? Fajita or
Chinchilla. What?
chinchilla?
I
What?
picked it up. It's so damn small.
How much you smoked already there, Ollie? Jeez.
Not much. I just ate,
Oh.
so I need.
Oh,
some more.
taquito.
Taquito.
Oh, nice. I don't
That's
really want to
awesome.
know what a churro is. But if we're doing show and tell, okay, some of you might know, might not, that I worked on, well, I made a sci-fi thingy called Quinn Redshift. It's animated.
need that
it's half hour
shirt.
long. Neil's in it. What?
I need that shirt.
Yeah, it's the thingy description, of the thing, right? Well, the thing is, it is literally award-winning.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Wow.
So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you got a literary.
Not
I'm
to-
in an award-winning movie. Yep.
I mean, how cool is that, right?
That's pretty fucking cool, actually.
Fucking
So-
X.
Like 3 lines.
I don't know. I mean, it's sort of been a dream of mine to make something like this. I finally did it. I mean, maybe it wasn't a $300 million George Lucas epic, but I still fucking did
No,
it.
it was
And
still cool.
yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm kind of walking on air with this.
I've watched that movie probably 50 times.
Nice.
So
So that's
didn't
where
even
all
know
those
about the
views
movie.
came from.
yeah.
Is there like
it's
a
on
link?
my channel. It's Quinn Redshift is what it's called.
Okay.
And just
Yeah.
fucking Google Quinn Redshift. You'll find it.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
I'll check
I'm
it out.
on it. Jeez, I'm trying to grind weed. You guys making me do all this shit.
Hey guys, I know I
Right.
just jumped on for the first time in like 5 years, but I gotta go. My daughter's calling me.
Oh, dude, daughter comes
Okay.
first every fucking time. Duke, nice to have you on board for a bit.
Good to see you,
And
brother.
hopefully we'll see you jump in again soon, brother.
Hey, I love you guys. Bye bye.
Love you,
Love you
dude.
too. Cheers.
Later, man.
All right, the link to check out Quinn Redshift is in the chat right now. So once you guys click that, like it, save it for later, and then watch it after the show.
Rock.
I was just thinking we should air it on the show. Play it on the show.
I mean, we
And
could,
also
I
like
suppose.
to come join us in
I've
the
actually
after
been
party.
seriously
Yeah,
considering
you gotta get
doing
us
like a
right.
director commentary version.
Yes. Yes.
We could set that up.
So, I mean, because like there are bits of trivia in there, decisions I made, but also little Easter eggs and references. At one point, no shit, my favorite band walks by. So, little things like that.
I don't remember that. Now I'm
Yeah,
gonna watch it again. So it'll be
It's
51
during
times.
the coffee shop scene. I think it's
I
when
remember
Quinn
that.
and Rhea and Cass are like
Spoiler alert.
introduced. Oh, it's right at the fucking beginning. Don't even.
I hate
know,
it when
like,
people say it's
seriously-
at the fucking beginning. I want to
She
watch
made the fucking
beginning
almost 10
too.
minutes in.
movie. She can do whatever she wants.
Claire and Marie walk by at one point, and it's like, whoa, dude, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
There's some elevator
Shit, that does
buttons
ring
that
a
are
bell.
actually symbols from the Orville, little things like that.
That's
But
right.
also, like,
Now
okay,
I
there's
know.
some Martians in there when they speak. It's just me inhaling funky. It's just, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
The spoilers are just going to keep going until I put my foot down.
And it
We're
turns
gonna
out that
watch-
Quinn's father
No,
is Darth
no,
Vader.
No.
And he was
gonna-
dead the whole time.
And he was dead
And
the
he's
whole-
Kaiser Soze.
He's
These guys are so say too.
So at the end of the movie, Kaiser Sose was dead the whole time. That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying for every movie.
And when he's not doing all that,
and
he
it was
moonlights as
everybody in the
Batman.
movie that killed him. They all killed him. They're all
Right.
dead.
It was a group project.
I don't know
Now,
if this
Nick,
would be as funny if I wasn't this stoned.
I don't know,
Trying to
but
get
I'm
there.
stoned too. So
Getting
My-
stoned
Nick,
again.
you're doing a show
Just
tonight,
can't
right?
wait to get stoned again.
Yeah, we're doing a show. It's just a hang. It's downtime. It's just sort of a hang. Usually it's been Commander Lance McMillan and I, but it's going to be a Xander and I tonight. And we're just going to sit back, chill, talk about, I don't know, whatever we got coming up, whatever we had going on, what's in the news. Is popcorn sexier than donuts? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
No,
Donuts the sandwich.
popcorn is not sexier than donuts.
Yeah,
hands down.
I think Xander and I
Depends
are
where
going to
you
very
put
different
it.
sides of that issue.
No.
I
No.
don't
Is it-
even want.
yeah, yeah.
Is
I
it-
don't want-
Is
No.
it popped yet?
Okay, I have a meme that's totally not politically correct, but it shows a bunch of unpopped popcorn, then a bunch of popped popcorn, and the caption Allahu Akbar. And I'm like, oh, ouch.
Oh.
Alma, get in
Yeah.
here. Dave,
I
get in
mean,
here.
it
Hell,
is
Billy,
so
get in
not
here.
politically correct, but it's hilarious anyway.
There we go.
Smoke him if you got him. Already
Oh,
done.
And that's very
What?
fun. Thank you.
I'm doing hot
I
knives.
miss
here in a minute.
I miss you, X. Your references are right in my wheelhouse. Those are the kind of shirts that you'd see an anime background characters wear. Yes,
Yeah.
see, you get me. You get me. And Zero, come here, Zero.
Actually, it's right
Zero.
before I left California. I actually thought it'd be fun to like shoot up to LA every now and then and just be an
Shoot
extra
up?
in everything. Not that kind of shit. Shoot
Going
up
to
and
LA to
drive up.
shoot up.
No, I mean seriously, go to Hollywood and just be an extra in everything. Like every
Everything.
episode of whatever Friends clone they put out now. I'm in the background of every coffee shop. The person walking down
at 'em.
the hallway of the Enterprise with their back to the camera. Hello. I wanted to do that, but I just didn't have the car.
No. What the? Oh, he's a donut.
The hell have you got on him?
He's got a collar on or a cone of shame because he keeps licking his arm. And he's
It's
like,
a medical thing.
he's giving himself a little spot, and it's like, dude, quit licking your arm. But it's like a nervousness thing or an allergy thing. That it could be both or either. So he's gonna wear the donut for at least a
Do I
couple
need one?
days.
Apparently, I'm
Yeah.
licking my arm now. So.
He's gonna
My
wear the
cats
donut for a
lick my
couple of days.
arms.
He's gonna wear the donut for a couple of days, and I'm gonna like shave that area and then get some hot spot stuff on there, so it'll give him some relief. So then maybe he'll stop going back to it. But I don't know. There was nothing wrong with the spot, and then he started biting it, and then the spot came after. So
Oh shit!
Allergies, especially this time of year. If your pet has an allergy,
Salty,
that is
X,
what my dog
salty.
does that, so.
yeah, and we're in corn country, so there's tons to be allergic to. I think it might be allergic to cats because it didn't show up until the cats came.
Well, he could be.
Or he could be trying to emulate the cats, which he already does. And he thinks he's cleaning himself, but he's not. He's just
My cat-
matting his hair.
My cat thinks she's a dog. She fetches. The dog doesn't fetch, but the cat does. You throw something, the cat like pens, pencil stuff, especially cat will grab it, bring it back. It's like, okay, dog, pay attention. You're the one who's the dog looks up and she's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Well-
Our cat Dexter has a fetish for straws. He will do anything for a fucking straw in the wrapper. Oh my god.
I had a cat way back when who he would walk around with a balled up sock in his mouth. He looked like one of those Saint Bernards with the ale barrel, you know, that was like, yeah, or whatever it was, rum. I don't know, brandy,
Yeah, it was like a
brandy. I
rum
bet it was
bear.
brandy.
Brandy.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
right. That's
brandy.
right.
And then like in the cartoons, the Saint Bernards were always hiccuping. I always like that.
they're testing it out first.
Well,
I was like, first of all, how did the dog drink that and then get it back around its own neck? Okay. All right. Let's
Right, with no opposable thumbs.
with
yeah,
no
I guess.
thought. Like I'm a child, but you don't have to make me so stupid. Okay. I'm little, not dumb.
Well, there's
Dog's
a
not
comic
dumb.
that I saw a while back where it's like these two cats watching a couple of humans licking ice cream cones. And like, I don't know, but they must love it. They keep cleaning it.
Just keep cleaning
I
that
don't-
ice cream cone. This is the cleanest cone.
It's the cats, you know, that was because they lick the ice. Oh, forget it. Anyway,
So, Nick, apparently Beck's cat likes to fetch you.
but is Beck here?
likes
Both,
to
yeah.
fetch
Beck's.
two.
Oh, yeah, there's Beck.
Also, it doesn't.
Okay,
fetch me.
hi.
It doesn't. I almost got a chance to meet Beck. I was in New Mexico.
Prison.
Was unfortunately just was in Albuquerque. He wasn't gonna head up Beck's way, so couldn't do it. But that would have been fun.
Yeah.
Bummed I missed that. And I'm sorry. There isn't very much to do in New Mexico except meet people that you've met online, because I you know, out near Albuquerque, it's like, okay, they finally have a movie theater now. Yay.
Indoor plumbing's coming next week.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nah,
They'll
I
get a
wouldn't get your
7-Eleven and a
hopes up.
Starbucks soon.
I mean, they've been promising it for.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Tell them to put in a Tim Hortons and I'll come visit.
I swear I've been
Amazed.
to New Mexico, but I can't for the life of me remember where. Like what part?
Well,
Above
all
ground.
I
pretty
can't
much-
have any fun anymore.
I mean, the point I always make is, okay, take a look at New Mexico on the map, right? It's really fucking big. Keep in mind, now go look at New York on the map. Go find the city of New York, not the state, the city of New York. That whole New Mexico has 1/2 the population of the city of New York. When I'm driving down there, I'll be doing like 150 miles an hour and not know it because I have no references. It's like there are no trees, I'm just driving, and like, you know, do you really need to be going
think
so
we got
fast? No, I'm
money-
doing 30 or 40.
You
but
think you
do.
think we got money for water for trees?
Well, doesn't it fall out of the sky for free?
You
Yeah.
take your cacti and you like it.
Not as much in New Mexico. The other
Hi,
thing that
D.
happened was I was over there and they're like, oh, there's a blizzard coming. We got to do all our shopping, stuff like that. I was like, no, I was like, well, what's a blizzard? Like, well, we might get as much as 2 inches.
At
Well,
once?
I think I'll be fine. Like, well, you
Will
can go
someone
out if
think
you
about
want,
the
but
children?
Everything's gonna be
I
closed.
mean,
It was closed. Everything was closed. The government was shut down. The 24-hour CVS was shut down. The whole 9 yards. I'm driving through. It's a ghost town. It's like, it's 2 inches, guys. I'm aware they haven't salted or sanded,
What-
but
What's your
2 inches.
What's
Neil,
every-
get your head out of the never mind. So,
I was going to say there's pills for that now, apparently.
What, really?
Yeah. She can get 2.5 inches.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking as a Vermonter, 2 inches. You know.
I was in Texas. They
50%.
closed down for about the same amount.
That's a 50%
Holy shit.
increase.
Ollie,
Or 25% increase?
Ollie, you
What?
gotta hide that fucking thing from the dog for a while.
It's too squeaky.
All I'm hearing is stomp, 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 squeak, stomp, 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 squeak.
He
Oh,
brings the
sorry, that was
dog
me.
over. I have bad
Hey,
gas.
fuck, keep it down, will you? Jeez.
My gas is real bad. Sorry. It's real high pitched.
He's got a bunch of energy right now for some weird reason and wants me to throw stuff for him.
It's probably
Did you give
high.
him some weed? Yeah, it's just
No, I didn't
contact
give him
high.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, how contact high is your dog on a day-to-day basis?
I don't know.
And how come Stephanie's not in here with us? Stephanie usually hangs out with us.
She doesn't like us.
I made a new friend. Just stumbled upon her TikTok page, I think, and another trans woman from here in Vancouver. So but
Oh, great.
it's
More
a little thing
Canadians.
here. Well, yeah, of course. The little thing is she's still sort of, I guess, like I call myself, culturally Jewish. Sometimes I refer to that because I still do the bar mitzvah stuff and the get-togethers and whatnot. But she still considers herself culturally Catholic. She was going to be a priest at one time. Yeah.
Don't do
She
that.
went to private school with like the nuns and shit like that, and all sorts of stuff. But of course, she being trans, they don't really accept that, in the church. They don't accept her, so she's having issues. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be like technically a deconversion story, because I think she may still hold a God belief of some kind. May not be the type we're usually used to with most Catholics, Christians, etc. But who knows? But I've got her booked for the 6th of June on the Tuesday, and we're going to hear all about it. We're going to hear what she went through, and we're going to hear, what her position is now, and maybe we can convince her that she doesn't really need to hang on to that anymore, because there's a better way.
Well,
This is
had
the way.
deists on
This is
before.
the
I mean, you've had deists on.
Yes, quasi-deists. I've also had pagans on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I like to jokingly tell people that if I were ever to become religious, I'd be a Lex Lutheran. But what I'm realizing is that as a lesbian, I think I'd rather be a Catholic.
oh, jeez. Such a way
Shame.
with words.
Shame.
Catholic.
Where's my shame bell?
We need one of those, actually.
Well,
Oh,
come on. How could I not? It was just sitting there, pink and naked. I had to point at it.
hello, Stephanie. Welcome to the shit show.
Hello,
What's
Stephanie.
going on here?
Shame. Shame.
What was
Hello, hello.
Oh, there you go.
Is it Shame. All right. Well,
Hello.
Yeah, red flag. I do have the red flag. There we go. Red flag, red flag.
I fucking forget about that every time.
Dude, I couldn't buy, you can't buy them singly, so I had to buy a bag of 15. It was the smallest number. So I think I'm
got
just
a
going to
case
tape
of
them to
them.
my car and just have red flags all down the highway or something. Like people have their sports team flags up there. I'm going to put like 15 of these fucking things. Well,
Fucking-
14 technically, because I'll use this one here. So.
Fucking Neil's gonna be over there.
What happened to Ollie?
Oh, the
I
dog
don't know,
tried to
just-
fit through, but he
Oh,
forgot he had a donut.
I'm gonna need to bail soon too, because got a show coming up in a little bit. But I wanted to come in and say hi.
No worries,
So-
no worries.
I can barely hear
where's
you.
Ollie?
Nick.
Yeah, I don't know yeah. I think I need a amp on this, but
Well,
We
isn't
consider
your
that a good
microphone
thing,
up by
Kate.
your head?
you know what?
No, seriously, isn't your microphone up?
No, that's a different mic. This is
Oh,
a
phooey.
aux.
See, I had
can
a good
switch to it,
idea,
it'll be
and you
louder.
just had to go and shoot
If I
it
switch
down.
to it, now I can switch to it. It'll do better in this environment anyway.
You think so?
Oh, hey,
Was that the
baby,
one that goes
come
staticky
here.
on you?
I was playing with my
I
cameras
think
and
that's
disconnecting
been
myself.
fixed.
There you go. That should be louder.
Oh, there you are.
Yes.
Yeah, you were right quiet there.
Yeah. This is a nice mic, but it needs some kind of amplification once it gets in, and I don't have that. It's my streaming mic, so unless I'm actually on my streaming software, it's pretty quiet.
And the Yetis shall inherit the earth.
All right, I got to get going because I'm going to be doing a stream soon. But thanks for having me on. Good to see you all, and I'll catch up with you guys later.
Have fun on your stream, sir. Thanks.
I
for
will.
dropping
Thank
by.
you, sir. You guys too. My pleasure. Bye. Bye, Stephanie.
All right, he's gone. We can talk about him.
Mm.
His name is Nick.
A teen.
He likes to play Diablo.
Now I want to smoke. Fuck you, Kate.
What?
You know, I'm a helper.
Is that an enabler? Isn't that what that is?
Helper, enabler, tomato, tomato.
Right. You say
I had the
tomato,
fire
I say
department over
potato.
here.
You know. Right.
Hold it. I heard fire
I had the
department.
fire
What?
department over for a little. Yeah, they were over here a little while ago because I burnt my toast and it set off the fire alarm in the building.
Burned your toes.
Toast.
I had the fire department here last summer.
Toast,
It was right around
not my
this time.
toe.
Oh,
You're breaking
Robot.
up, so all I heard
Robot,
was
you are.
toes.
In a row.
A
Toast.
couple of jackasses in my building tried to like deep fry chicken, and everyone had to
Beck.
evacuate. Hey, Beck.
Hello. How are you
There we go.
guys?
What up?
Hey, back.
you got some delay.
Oh, this dude is a fucking genius. He's an Uber driver, and he takes a puppy with him.
That would
Yeah.
not work for me. Just a little bit on the phobic side.
Of puppies?
Of dogs?
Dogs, just in general. Before
Well,
anyone,
if you
I
had a
got to
kitten.
witness a double mauling when I was a toddler. So, you know, we're talking ears hanging by flaps of skin, other toddlers mauled. No, dogs, bad, evil, stay the fuck away from me.
That sounds like trauma. That doesn't sound like truth.
Check.
What if you had a kitten?
I was just,
A little orange kitten.
well,
blue
cats
eyes.
are puntable. If they get aggro, they're not going to hurt me.
It's okay. Kate, wheel it in here. It's nice. It's a nice thing. The people are happy. I'm trying to think of what's the happy thing someone could have in an Uber for you. Like,
Get out of the Uber. It's going to maul you.
right.
No, well, no, but what I'm saying. Well, no,
Hold
no,
on,
no,
hold.
no,
Let
no.
me
I'd love
ask
to
the
have a cat
let
in
me
the
ask the question, and then you'll know how to answer. So, what could someone put in an Uber that would make your Uber trip 10 times better? That's around the
Teleporter.
horn.
Teleporter.
Okay. Thanks for playing.
No,
Okay,
no,
Stephen,
no,
no,
seriously
no.
though, I do agree with the kitten. I didn't realize. See, when I said kitten, I just was comparing cats and dogs. A kitten in an Uber would rock.
Just sitting there, or maybe an old cat that just sits on the little armrest, and he's like,
Sure.
"Oh, that's George. He lives back there."
Eh, no, I'd be
back
totally
there.
cool with that.
I
That'd be
used to bump
perfectly swag.
into. I used to bump into truck drivers all the time that had cats, and they would have like little beds up on the dashboard. You know, and the cats would be just sleeping up there because truck dashes are huge. Yeah, they just lay up
warm.
there and sleep all freaking day while you're driving. They don't care. Yeah.
And it's probably a nice warm spot.
And
X
you're
wants a
saying you
glory
ran
hole.
into them.
Yeah, and the thing about cats being better than dogs for traveling is dogs have to get out all the time. And with cats, you can just drive for 12 hours if you wanted to, and they're just going to sleep. They don't give a fuck. So they're good travel companions.
You can probably even put a litter box somewhere.
Dave liked
And-
your answer.
Oh,
Kate.
yeah.
And dogs don't need to
There's,
get out of the
there's
car any
spots
more often
for
than I do.
stuff. Put the litter box but in the passenger seat on the floor where no one ever is.
I had to drive from Long Island to St. Louis, which was like, I mean, we stopped for like a day somewhere else, but it was probably about 15 hours. And zero, I didn't have Zero. I had Cooper back then. And Cooper was cool, man. But as soon as we needed some gas, he's like, please pull over. Please pull over. Pull over. Please pull over. Come on. Pull over. Dancing over to the little grass that they have at the rest
Oh,
stop.
Dave.
You saw that? Play school musical instruments.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun.
I can.
Have a little
I have
xylophone.
this picture of him back there with the little xylophone. Ding,
Yeah,
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Or that little shitty piano.
I don't know why the xylophone.
With the different like red, blue, yellow.
That's not a
on
trumpet.
The little metal thing.
Yeah, exactly.
What's
Here-
that?
here's a question for
Green,
everyone.
the orange. They have all the colors.
Who here besides myself has never been in an Uber?
Oh,
No
wait a
one?
minute.
Everybody's been in an Uber?
No,
Okay.
I lied. I Ubered once to an airport.
Okay.
Hmm.
I have
So I had
never
nobody to
been in
take
an
me.
Uber.
Although
Oh,
I
shit.
use Lyft more
Here
than
comes the
Uber.
riffraff.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking of
You know-
airports, what's up, Mike?
Oh man,
He
this
looks
guy.
a
I'm
bit like
outta
the what
here.
no way
Fuck
guy,
this
doesn't
shit.
he? Doesn't he look a bit like the what no way guy?
The who?
Uh-oh.
The what no way guy?
Look at him
Yeah,
copy.
it does.
Hmm.
Hey, Beck.
And by the way, he's from Vulcan, Alberta. He is
Hi,
Canadian.
Bionic.
Is
Hello.
it? Okay.
Stephanie.
He had Ollie doing his homework.
Michael.
He was doing a live
From
stream the other
Vulcan.
night, and I just happened to find it.
All right.
He said it. So
And Neil and Mikey. And Ollie.
Yo.
Yo.
I'll give
Don't
you-
mind me.
Yo,
Don't-
yo,
don't-
yo.
Don't diminish me.
I'll give you.
I
air
just
horn,
watched
yeah.
that. I just watched that Glass Onion movie. Man, that's a good movie. Those Knives Out movies are just off the hook.
Don't know anything about it.
We were thinking about renting the Mario movie because me and her didn't see it because the baby was happening.
Hmm.
Do it. I hear it's really good.
I have not
I
seen
haven't
that.
seen
yet.
it. I don't know.
Knives Out, I was surprised because that's Rain Johnson, and didn't he ruin Star Wars?
Nope, we lost back.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Ryan.
Kinda.
Who's
Don't
Ryan?
get me started.
Ryan
He made-
Johnson.
Did
He
the
made a
second of
really-
the new trilogy.
he did a really bad Star Wars, but he just kills it.
killed Luke.
Yeah. But he just nails these murder mystery movies. Like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
anyway,
I think it's just that I don't think any of the ones that did the new Star Wars movies really understood Star Wars, unfortunately.
No, they did not.
That's the problem.
Who's the guy in charge of Mandalorian and shit?
That's John Favreau.
Yeah.
and Filoni.
Why? And
Filoni.
Yeah, Dave Filoni.
so why weren't those two guys fucking asked? It's very apparent that they have a love for the series. They have a love for the story. They have an interest in it succeeding.
Were they
Because
really
Kathleen
involved back then?
Kennedy didn't give a shit. As far as
Yeah,
she was
that's true.
concerned, she was like, "This is just fluff for kids. Do whatever." Like no respect whatsoever. They discarded the expanded universe, everything. They just didn't give a shit about the fact that people are very invested in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't place that voice, but you sound like one of my favorite comedians, and I love that voice. Sorry, Bionic. I can't
Well,
place who you
that's
sound
fine.
like.
Actually, I've had people tell me I should get into voice acting, and I wouldn't mind, except there's certain sounds I find difficult to make.
Whose voice
Like I
is
find
that?
it difficult to laugh. Actually, my normal laugh is just a lot of little like silent gasps. So actual laughing sounds weird.
Can you do Muttley?
Well,
What? That's,
yeah.
Mm.
Oh my! You know, I used to really get annoyed from people having like a wheezy laugh. Boy, let something be too funny now. I don't know if it's age or what, but if something's super funny, that's all I can get out. Is I can't actually. I'm locked into this hilarity, and I can't get out. And I'll.
Friend of mine got me in this really bad habit of trying to do sort of a cute giggle snort. Like at the end of every time you're laughing, just sort of snort a little bit. You know, it's like sort of going for adorkable rather than just flat out nerdy. And I need to stop doing it. It's not funny anymore.
Giggle snort.
I find
We
if
had
I
a
listen
show.
to somebody's laugh too much, then I'll start laughing like them.
Really?
Yeah, I'll start copying their laugh. I'm like, that's not my laugh. The fuck?
You're an
That
imitator.
happens to me with accents. I hang around with people who have accents for too long. I start to pick it up after a while. I
I've
don't even
done
want to know what would happen if
Me
I
too.
moved to like Australia or something.
You'd be
You'd be
saying,
putting a shrimp on the
no,
bobby.
no.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a cool accent, but
Hey, Alma.
Hello.
Speaking
You
of
want to say hi?
accents,
And not
Good night.
another accent.
Hola,
Another
¿cómo estás?
Bien, bien. How is everybody?
Bueno.
Good.
Just
Cansado.
got home.
Oh, from work?
No, I was just walking around, getting bitten by mosquitoes.
Oh, that was silly.
I hate getting bitten by mosquitoes.
Mexican mosquitoes.
Yeah, me too, but they seem to like me too much. Even when I use repellent, I get bitten, so I don't know what to do anymore.
Speaking
Don't
of
go
mosquitoes,
outside.
I'm going disc golfing on Saturday for the first time this year.
There you go.
And the course I'm going
Oh.
to is the one that's one of the worst ones for mosquitoes on the island. I'm going this early because honestly, it's still too cold here for them, so they're not out yet. So we're going there early this year just to try it out.
I got a guy that wants to come on the show, and he's a huge disc golf fanatic. It's all over his page, and I thought, well, wait till he's on here and
There
he
you
meets
go.
Ollie.
Oh, great.
There you
Ollie's not allowed in the after party for that one because the whole.
I'll make sure I'm here for that show.
all over his page.
Never done disc golf, but I used to have like a weekly ultimate game back in the day. Ultimate's fun.
Yep.
I've
What's
never
ultimate?
done that.
It's like frisbee football.
Basically,
You
yeah.
give it the shortest version of on explaining it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
frisbee football.
Nobody ever wanted to play.
Kind of the
frisbee.
way
I
that
used to-
Yahtzee is dice poker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just used to
It-
stand at the beach and throw into the wind and just catch the thing over and over myself.
You sure that's not a
Oh, no.
boomerang?
Nope.
Kind
you do it
is.
the right way. It goes up and it comes down right away. So you can play. You
Yep.
can actually play
You
frisbee
realize
with
I was
yourself.
kidding.
Aren't all
No.
knives boomerangs then?
It's a boomerisby.
All knives are
knives.
boomerangs if you're brave enough.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right, let's test
any
that theory.
unasked for advice is always criticism.
I got a knife. Ready?
That's not a knife.
I do not have a knife.
Sorry.
This is a knife.
This is
I,
annoying.
I got like a scrapey
You're the
thing
bigger one.
that's pretty sharp, but I don't have a knife.
Little one, big one. All right, let's see.
Got
Some as big as
modeling
your head.
knives.
No, it's
Dang.
not coming back. It just landed on the floor.
I'm pretty sure I could cut a bitch with this if I had to.
Why are you cutting bitches?
That's good.
Stop cutting bitches.
And misogynism makes its appearance.
Ollie,
Oh,
I don't.
my
I
life
don't
savor.
even know.
I
What
don't even know where I heard that in a movie someplace. Where's that from?
Up
No,
at the
it's from when you
patriarch.
cut that bitch. You cut that bitch that one time.
knifey spoony.
Oh, I see.
Spoony.
I see. You played Knifey Spoony before.
Yeah.
Bro, I think Progress Only should get in here and tear a new one on all.
Go ahead. I'm here. I volunteer.
You won't do
Accuse
it.
me, please.
Do we have the link posted there? So
Yes, it's
Yeah.
been.
Yeah, it's on the chat.
is it? Is that how you
Yeah,
snuck
that's
in
how I
here,
got
Alma?
in.
I'm gonna have to fire the bouncer. No, I'm kidding.
He was
That's
gra-
everybody in.
He was grinding weed.
That's where he was.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, thank you. It just gave me back the grinder. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I got some
Props.
apple fritter from the dispensary.
Ooh.
Oh,
Anybody,
Apple
anybody
fritter.
smoking right now with me?
they
Oh, yeah.
say this was an indica leaning hybrid, but frankly, I don't believe them.
Which one is it?
Oh god, it's one of those gelato deals. Where's the
Ooh,
packaging?
I
Here we
like
go.
those.
What do you think? It's more of a sativa?
Yeah, it's I'm pretty active. I don't know if you've noticed me
Okay.
rocking back and forth, but yeah.
Laced with cocaine.
There we go. It's white. What does that say? It's too dark in here.
No.
Oh,
I
you know
don't
that
smoke it,
Eric
no.
from Skeptics and Scoundrels was yesterday on the line.
Mhm.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh,
It's
good for
white
him.
something gelato.
Yeah, the first caller was crazy. Like it was
Yep.
talking so fast. I was like, dude.
I still have
I
to
saw
watch
you
it.
in the
Walking
chat,
it.
Alma.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for too long, but because I had to take off. But yeah, I was there for a little bit.
Mhm.
Well, of course, because
I
you're
was
in
like,
the
all
Great
right,
White
all
North.
right.
End of the show.
You had to take off because you're in the Great White North, eh?
That's right. Eh?
That's right, eh?
I gotta load up. Gotta
How's the
load up the
song?
weapons grade pigeons and
Take off, eh?
fire up the moose. I don't know.
Every
Bob and Dave?
time someone brings up the line, all I think is, "Oh, the line, love isn't always on time."
Hold the line.
I don't know. I watched a lot of the Canadian jokes on How I Met Your Mother. That was kind of funny. I don't know. They poked a lot of fun at Canada on that show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you're always welcome here, brother. You know.
But I don't know. I don't have a problem with
hit me up.
Canada, except I'm not a huge fan of cold or Quebec.
Okay, you want to know what the temperature is where I am right now?
Sure.
29 degrees Celsius.
Below
Yeah, I don't know
zero.
what that means.
That's like
Below
80.
zero.
Oh,
Yeah,
but like
it's about
80
80 degrees.
What is that in freedom units?
Yeah, that's about 80.
I know. That's terrible.
And I'm on the opposite coast, and it's 6 or 7 degrees here right now, so it's chilly.
So like 40.
Sucks to be
Yeah.
Eastern.
But more closer to 50.
Neely's like,
It's still
sucks to be
chilly.
you, Wally.
45, yeah, something like that.
That Atlantic
Your
Ocean.
peasant weather.
Yep.
Yeah.
Atlantic weather.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Yeah. And where I am is 32 right now, so it is kind of close.
I
You use the
gotta
phone
ask, I'm trying
measurement
to
too,
figure
huh?
out, what the
Mexico
hell is the
uses
picture
funny
in the
numbers.
background?
My picture?
What?
What's the picture in the background? I can't figure out what the fuck it is.
Who?
Oh, who?
Oh, is that the Chicago
It's
Bulls?
Chicago Bulls, right?
Who
Yeah.
are you talking to?
No, the
I
picture
think
in the
you.
background behind all of our pictures.
Oh, all of us. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a
Oh,
Space
Oh, it's
Man.
the dude on the moon drinking a beer.
spaceman.
Okay.
The Chicago Bulls.
I'm
Isn't
like
it?
you guys. I'm like you guys are just gonna go through everybody's background until you ask
Oh.
what he's asking about.
I mean, I know
A
fuck all
window.
about
That's-
sports. You're
that's
lucky I know
Casco Bay.
basketball.
Ooh. I suppose you've been boating there.
Kate, I can't find a link to buy that
Yes.
goddamn T-shirt.
I'll get it to you later, dude.
Damn.
I
Just
am jealous of
remind
all the
me on
sailing you have done.
tweeters. I'll get it to you.
All right.
I got you, dog.
All right.
Well, it's only just begun.
What the-
Didn't go out last night because it was blowing 27 at the dock, and it was high 40s.
Yeah. I guess you'll wait.
Wow. High 40s.
Same,
I mean,
same weather
not
in Holly's
Celsius.
got.
A bit cold.
Yeah.
A bit cold.
A bit windy.
Okay, cold.
I'll
Okay,
be right
'cause
back.
40 here's the
Windy.
opposite of cold.
Fahrenheit?
See, I
40s
think
here
the
is like
biggest
almost 100.
problem with converting to metric is just we have so many familiar guideposts, like markers, where it's like all of our recipes would have to be converted and nothing would be a multiple of 5 anymore. And it just sounds like a giant pain in the ass,
And then,
No. It's all multiples of 10.
yeah.
No, but I
double
mean,
that.
like all of the things that we have as recipes where it's like X number of ounces or whatever, everything's going to be like, okay, instead of 16 ounces, it's going to be 3.42 decaliters or some shit, and it's like, I don't know how much that is.
Decaliters is milliliters.
That's a lot of liters.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's maybe I meant deciliters, but
There
it's
you
one of
go.
those things. I'm stoned. What do you want from me? But the point is that it's
10 decaliters of product. That's what I want.
Milliliters is what they usually use.
I'm just saying is that it's going to be very difficult to translate. That's all I'm saying.
That's 100
But we
liters.
use ounces and all stuff, everything for
Yeah, sometimes.
recipes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh,
We
and
also use
remember, Jimi Hendrix said not
milliliters and
necessarily
grams.
stoned,
And
but beautiful.
Grams and stuff.
I got a few grams of weed. Somebody wants some?
The link to get that shirt is in the chat.
Shut up. You kidding?
Serious?
No way. It is. Oh shit!
Oh.
Sorry, Mike, I just did it at the same
Where'd it
time
go?
you did. There it is. All of you go.
I have made mistakes.
Get in there and get one of those shirts.
Yeah.
Buy some
And
merch. Damn it.
Then when you run into Kate over there, you can get her to sign it for you.
Yeah,
In
because
blood.
I can sign it on black. That'll work.
You need one of them
White pen.
gold Sharpies.
White
We'll
pen.
write in gold,
Mm.
right?
I actually bought
The
a
paint pens.
signed Kenny G album vinyl from my mom.
All right,
It was
kick his fucking ass out of here. Who would
what's
let
wrong
this
with
guy in
Kenny
here?
G?
Fuck Kenny G. What
What you mean?
What's wrong
fuck
with
Kenny
you?
G? Kenny
Kenny
G's
G
a
hate.
fucking legend. Look, he's not the most complicated jazz musician out there, but he's accessible, and that's okay too.
Well, but he's a sleeping pill.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
some
right.
people are looking for. It's like
It's literally
who's
melatonin.
who's taking all these sleeping pills? People trying to sleep. People trying to relax. They
Okay,
like
maybe,
to relax to be-
maybe I'm weird, but when I need to fall asleep, I actually put on stand-up comedy and turn the volume way down, so I can't understand the words, but it's still there.
Mumbling.
Yeah, that's
I do
weird.
something similar. I put on an action movie that I've seen 1,000 times with the volume really low.
Oh, what's your fall asleep
Right.
movie?
Depends.
Mm.
Used
I
to be
got-
the
I
first
got one
Deadpool
go-to.
movie,
I wear those to bed. Yes.
right? So
I used to fall asleep to Heathers all the time.
Ooh, Heathers,
Lord of the
I haven't fucking
Rings.
watched Heathers. in
Lord of the
years.
Rings is good.
Fellowship
me,
of
it
the
was-
Ring puts me
The
as soon
Fellowship
as
of the Ring, yeah.
I never make it out of the fucking
Hi,
Shire.
Maya.
I am knocked out
Hi,
before
Carol.
the Shire before we even go on an adventure.
Yep.
I just
Maybe
did a
I'm
year of
weird.
Edge of Tomorrow. Oh, sorry.
You know, one
But
time I fell asleep with the first one for
uh,
Transformers.
What cartoon one or the?
No, the movie, Michael Bay's movie. I don't know. I just
That's fucking
Just love
Watch
abomination.
Shia LaBeouf.
Bumblebee. Bumblebee is the only
That's
one
the
of those
best
I
one.
can stand.
that's one of the
Bumblebee?
best
Ah,
ones.
okay.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
And I
seen
think
it.
it's because Michael Bay really had nothing to do with it.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Works
moving
better
from
when
the
he's not
project.
involved.
But maybe I'm weird. I know I'm weird, but maybe this makes me weirder. I prefer the Hobbit trilogy. I think it's more lighthearted and fun. Where I mean, let's face it, nobody in Lord of the Rings is having a good time, right?
This is true.
I
Saying.
beg to differ.
But my
I'm just-
problem with
no,
the
but
Hobbit is
I mean,
on a
look,
different
they,
level.
I mean, Frodo at least really did have a bad journey.
Bad-
Okay,
bad
it doesn't.
journey.
It looked like
Okay.
crap, but the Hobbit, I'm watching it and I'm just like, this is lighthearted fun. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah,
That's
remember
true.
when
My
I-
problem with the Hobbit is how much extra they added to it that wasn't in the books and had nothing to do with the books. It was.
I used
just-
to have a
it
T-shirt
drove
with
me
that on
nuts.
it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Can't sleep. Clowns will eat me. Can't sleep.
I'm just
Clowns
saying,
will eat me.
everybody in Lake Town, wow, what a very cheerful part. Like The Hobbit is rough. Like
in parts, it very much is.
they let a lot of shit slide and they left out a lot of shit, but it is
Oh yeah.
it is equal parts dark. The Fellowship of the Ring is the only one where the only bad things that happen is Frodo gets stabbed
Well,
about
but-
17 times. But other than that, everybody's
I mean,
alive.
Just in terms of like vibe and energy, though, you have to admit that the Hobbit was a bit more light, a bit more upbeat than Lord of the Rings. Regardless of what happens, the way it's presented is a bit more upbeat.
There was a lot more humor in it. Yes,
It was like, yeah, it was a bunch.
yeah.
Watch people walking.
Oh come on, Mage.
12 hours.
Well, and I mean, I even
You-
think
you
that the
weren't- you
production
weren't-
design was a bit softer, a bit more gentle, a bit more even cartoonish, you might say, in The Hobbit. It felt more like they were aiming it at a younger audience, and given what I am up here, that makes sense why I prefer it.
Whenever-
I'm
Well, you're
sorry,
not
but
fighting
anyone who
the
knows me
Dark
for a
Lord.
long
You're
enough
fighting
time knows
a
I'm
dragon.
complete
It's a
child.
little different,
I never make it that far. I'm out, like I said, I'm out by the time we get to leaving the Shire. Like I'm past the fun.
Really?
Yeah, but that leaving the Shire is a critical spot where they went wrong in that movie.
Yeah, and that's why I don't
Yeah.
go that far.
Yeah.
I just fall asleep first so I don't get disappointed.
And I'm sorry, but Tom Bombadil is basically the Jar Jar Binks of Lord of the Rings. I'm glad they left him out.
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think I agree with that.
Tom is awesome.
In the
It's
book,
the first time that the hobbits are really in any real significant danger. It's that where they actually get all those knives that Aragorn just shows up and presents to them, stuff like that all happens all there. They skipped it all, and it's experienced later on that makes sense why Merry and Pippin are braver now and stuff like that, and and everything that's happening. So,
And the whole thing with Gimli, his inside his head love affair with the Fairy Queen.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
see all of that. They left all that out too.
In the
And the fact
extended
that they
cut, when he
grew-
gets her hair, he does say something along those lines, and then later on, he's got one line that refers to it, but that's it. Yeah, they left
Okay.
They,
pretty much the whole thing out.
I really was disappointed, and I think it was in here that I brought it up, or I was talking to somebody, that the hobbits, Merry and Pippin, grew when they met up with Treebeard, because they went
drank
to
the
because
Ent
they
brew.
Yes.
because they went to, because they went to Entmoot. Entmoot is
Entmoot.
not in the fucking movie at all.
No,
With the-
Entmoot is in the movie. That's where the Ents get together and talk. That's in the movie.
For
Right?
all of it's in there for 6 frames. It's the I
Yes,
count
I
that as
agree
not
with you. It's
there.
got a very short part, but it is in
Yeah.
there. But it's the
can't
trip to his
subliminal-
home where they're
they might
actually
as-
drinking his drink.
Look,
'Cause that's
bro.
what
They
makes
might
them
as well
grow.
have put up some fucking smoke subliminal signals in there, because that's how long that shit was in the movie.
Oh yeah, they cut it right to nothing. I agree.
It's gone. They shriveled it down to a little pit.
There are a lot of issues with the
Right.
movies, but I think they did pretty good with
Yeah.
what they ended up with. I thought they were pretty entertaining.
It's weird to be able to say those two things, but yeah.
Yeah,
You have to admit there are
the
some-
most crucial bit that was left out of the movies that was extremely important to the story was the raising of the Shire.
At the end,
The fact that Saruman goes to the Shire
Yeah.
and basically does
Right.
that
Yeah.
was a really, really key part of the plot.
Mhm.
Because that's when the hobbits really grow. That's when the hobbits become
that's when they finish growing up.
who
yeah.
they are at the end. And it's the redemption thing of Saruman. You know, Frodo basically saying, "Go ahead, you're an asshole. Get the hell out of here." And then somebody flips their wig and slits Saruman's throat.
Yeah. Instead, he gets killed by Wormtail. Wormtail.
I don't know,
One second.
That's the part I really
spoiler, by the
missed.
way.
I mean, I kind of miss Bombadil, but
Oh yeah, John Reese is.
but
I don't know. I tried to read The Hobbit recently, and I don't know, it was hard to get past the writing style. And when I got to like what were they, orcs or trolls with names like Mike and Steve, I was like, no, sorry, I have to check out.
My name is Gerald, the tree orc.
I don't know. It just didn't make a lot of. I mean, I guess it made sense given the time it was written, but having read and watched and played enough fantasy, I expect orcs to have names like Grognak, you know?
It should sound like chestnuts crunched between your teeth.
She's played D&D.
And it was a children's book, right? So
Still.
Yeah.
Give it a little figurative on stuff.
Okay,
like that.
but like a lot of children's books have names like Rumpelstiltskin. So I'm just
Fair.
saying.
Oh, he could have did better. I'm not saying he couldn't have done better. I'm just
Fair
saying.
enough. I mean, they have Vermicious Canids. Where are those guys?
Yeah, who knew Roald Dahl was a fucking monster?
Yeah, that one hurt. That one stung because I
Apparently
read
his
his books a lot.
Yeah.
What's this about Roald Dahl? Did I
And-
miss
and-
something?
Yeah, he's
What?
a horrible,
It's
horrible,
monstrous
anti-Semitic.
anti-Semite.
Roll pause. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? What?
Oh,
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not great. But the thing is, like, if his idea was to like indoctrinate kids into thinking things, he was too smart about it. Like he was so like I never picked up on any of that stuff as a kid. And I read James and the Giant Peach
Yeah,
and
fuck yeah, it's one of my favorites.
BFG. What's
Charlie and the
the-
Chocolate Factory.
Charlie, and then the witches. I really like the witches, but then they're like, oh, it's all these Ashkenazi Jew references. I was like, I didn't know any of that, so I never attributed that to a race or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't catch his slights towards another group of people. Like I didn't even know.
I didn't.
Did
either.
he write George's Marvelous Medicine? Was that him?
Maybe I will check.
Okay. But yeah, it's pretty horrible when you
Yes.
really like read what an Oompa Loompa actually looked like in the book and forget the orange guys, because no. Just saying.
Yeah, I didn't. I understand the reference now, but also when I read it, I was like, I never seen anything. Nobody looks like that over here. So
Right.
But I think they were supposed to be like pygmies or something.
Right.
yeah,
Aboriginal.
But you
That's
know, don't
different.
quote me because I'm not psychic and I'm just guessing.
yeah, could be.
Also, it'd be weird if I was psychic and was getting something. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah, I think so. I was just thinking
Yeah,
that
right.
psychic
And
wouldn't work. He
I think
died long time ago.
I think he died in the 90s,
Yeah.
80s or the 90s.
Yeah.
Who?
Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was a while back.
Yeah.
I will love it.
Mm.
If only there was a machine that could tell us.
Well,
1990.
It's funny. There's this book series by Robert Asprin, Fool's Company, it's called. And like it was written a long ass time ago, decades ago. And they were describing what was basically a cell phone. It was called a portabrain, right? And it was like it can access all of this information and blah, 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 blah. And it was described as costing as much as a small planet. And I'm like, really? A cell phone as much as a small planet? Okay. You know, it amused me.
Which small planet?
Any small, I guess. I don't know.
Because I mean, I got
Pluto.
iPhone money, so that means I got planet money.
Woo! Planet money.
Well,
Produce the
I'm
planet.
I'm saying the book kind of a little bit got it wrong.
I'll take one planet, please, of the small variety. I don't have a ton of money.
Well,
I don't want to overstretch.
Can I rent a planet?
If you could rent a
Talk to you later.
planet,
Progress only.
I would love for us to be able to like take vacations to like little moon, like the moon size moon. So it's just like it's like the size of the United States. You go there for a vacation, you rent it out for the weekend, and you just tear ass in some fucking moon buggies, fucking do some moon surfing, play some golf. I don't know, have
Moon
some fun.
surfing.
In the craters. Why couldn't you surf down the crater? You can
Yeah,
boogie
like
board right down,
skateboard.
like boogie board right down there.
unfortunately, you'll
is. Yeah,
get
I
up
can
there
see
and
that.
discover that the moon is actually the size of the one from The Little Prince.
Damn it. We're all just like trying to just touch it, just take turns touching it with our finger.
How do
It's
you get
made
there?
of
Maybe we can
green
Uber a
cheese.
teleporter and ask them.
What do we
Call
want?
back to
Time
earlier.
travel. What do we want? Time travel. When do we want it? It's irrelevant.
Yesterday.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Fuck. Just give
It's,
it to us.
it's irrelevant.
It'd be cool if you go back in time and then you could invent time travel even earlier and keep doing that.
Yep.
I think that's the strongest evidence that we're never going to figure out time travel is they would have come back already.
Yeah.
That's
how do we know
and
they
that
haven't?
fascinated
It
me.
kind of is. It kind of is.
How do you know they haven't?
Here I am.
See?
Rock you like a
Oh,
hurricane.
there you go. That way. Right.
Temporal prime directive. Is that what you're saying? Temporal
Temporal
prime
prime
directive.
directive. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I love the
Okay.
idea of a show like Trek with no prime directive. You know, like they're still explorers, just like it's the Enterprise, but they can do whatever the hell they like. They're not bound by the human version of Asimov's laws, you know, that kind of crap.
Kind of like Battlestar Galactica then.
Nothing like
Yeah,
but
Battlestar
they're
Galactica, but
retreating.
Nothing like
Who?
no, I'm thinking
Why?
like imagine the Orville crossed with Farscape.
Oh, give
Would
me
that
back
make all the
Firefly if you
people
have
on-
it.
Oh, never mind.
If we could go back in time, would we set up a rule immediately saying you can't go backwards, you can only go forwards?
Why
I-
would that
How
matter?
would you
Well, wait a
enforce
minute.
it?
Because
wait a
because
minute.
that
How would
the,
you enforce it?
the reason I say that is that's the only way that time travel exists in the future, and here in the present we don't know about it. Is that there's a rule that they can't go back and tell us?
Well,
It
okay,
can't be
here's
a
the one
rule, but
thing
if
I-
it's something that time travel doesn't work backwards, if you
There-
mean it that way.
there's just one thing, like if I went to the future and discovered, oh my gosh, this is crap, I'd want to go back. I want like a 5-day grace period or something, you know?
A head stop. Yep.
Well, you if you could go into the future, you saying you wouldn't be able to go back?
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
That is, it wouldn't be
a
able
one-way
or
trip.
aren't allowed.
One-way
It's
trip.
against.
Aren't
It's against.
allowed.
Aren't allowed. It would be against the rules to go back. You can only go forward.
We'd
Because
see
if
a
you
bunch
go
of
back,
people
you could
disappearing.
If you go back, then you start creating paradoxes and shit like
But
that.
I mean, if
But
you
go
immediately
forward-
go back to the very moment that you left, so there's just like no lack of continuity.
you jam the
But
machine.
you know things from the future, and you're going to fuck something up.
You're gonna jam up the
I
machine.
spent 5 days. I discovered the music sucks. I went back. I mean, come on.
Space music is
but-
gonna be bad.
But you also saw in the
Seen the
background that
Buck-
old lady
Buck-
trying to
Buck-
cross against the red light and get run over, and this time, without thinking, you saved her. And
Why would
something
someone try to do that?
happened. Oh,
Have you not been to
well,
Chicago?
maybe it happens.
Stepping off that curb is signing her own death wish.
Yeah.
Actually, in San Diego, it kind of is.
That's a great point there. Yeah, it would be faster
What's
than light travel. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kind of,
Yes.
maybe, yeah.
This carpet.
Unless
Actually, no,
you're
it would be
faster than light
sublight
travel. Well,
It would be
FTL
just
is
faster
than
light travel around the solar system until 50 years goes by and you only pass 5 minutes, and then you come back.
No, but wait, wouldn't you want to go nearly, but not quite the speed of light? I mean, FTL, we don't know what the fuck that'll do. But if you want to
I guess.
actually go 50 years, easily, you'd go almost the speed of light, wouldn't you?
I guess, yeah.
I think what they're saying is like faster than light travel gets rid of the time space gaps.
I don't
No.
think that's going to be how we're going to travel fast. No,
Wormholes.
we're going to find Dune and spice, and we're going to fold
The
space.
spice.
Why
that's
don't we
like-
just
that's
get
how we're gonna do it.
Superman to fly around the Earth until it spins backward?
We're going to slowly move out into the stars over the next 3,000 to 4,000 years until we find Dune, and then we're going to develop folding and just go everywhere.
Yeah, I'm Rockwell Gandalf, but Ollie stole my pipe.
If you
What?
picture
I
Gandalf
did
with
not.
like a flannel shirt tied around his waist, that's Neil.
Flannel?
Like,
I need the hair. I need the hair. If I had the hair,
don't hurt your ankle. Sit down. What are you doing?
I'm
Danger the other one.
I'm thinking about getting myself a mop, like an old mop for Halloween.
Got
putting
some
it on my
flannel.
head, and then one of those bandanas,
Nice.
and then shaving the middle out of this, and then I can go as Neil for Halloween. Right?
You'll scare children, Ollie. Stop that.
Children.
What's neat about America is the cholo and the white stoner look the same.
Okay, maybe like enlighten me. What the hell's a cholo?
You live in
It-
San Diego. You know what a cholo is.
I hated San Diego and left at the first opportunity. What the hell's a cholo?
Like
There's thousands
gang.
of cholos in there.
Those are
Yeah,
guys
she's
that look
probably-
like Mike Muir from Suicidal
cholos, you
Tendencies.
know, cholos. I used to
Okay,
live near a lot
Mexican
of when I lived in
gangsters.
LA. Yeah.
Yeah, Mexican
had a lot
gangsters.
oh well, okay. All you had to say was gang.
Howdy, gang. Fuck, I
I
look
looked at-
like fucking Hulk Hogan right now with the big.
Hmm.
There is,
Yeah, brother.
there is a YouTube
What you gonna
video
do?
that is called the Cholo Housewife.
That's perfect.
Cholo
House
housewife.
husband. Cholo house husband.
Uh,
A cholo.
Yeah.
I remember the guys they were walking around where only the top one was done up and the rest was undone. I was like,
Yep.
I remember that from Grand Theft Auto.
There you go.
There you go.
This is perfect.
There was a little bit of that in the movie Friday too.
Yeah, those are the one. Those are my coworkers.
Are they?
Except for the long socks, that's my summer look, isn't it?
That's Giuseppe and
Ollie, are you a cholo?
Yes. Got
the
some
Canadian cholo.
Canadian Cholo.
Canadian cholo. Oh my god, that's gonna be my new band name.
CD and cholo, man.
Ice cholo.
Canadian cholo. Man.
Oh, great. That's funny.
That does sort of sound like a drink, doesn't it? Iced cholo.
Iced cholo.
Iced
Sounds like a
cholo.
drink.
Yeah.
What?
Alma, what would be in
what's
an ice cholo?
an iced cholo? I'll tell you right now. It's tequila.
What's that cherry chasing?
It's tequila, orange
Amaretto?
juice, and ice.
Oh, okay.
Amaretto. Yeah.
Didn't seem
That would
good.
not work with
Tequila and
tequila.
amaretto sounds awful.
Or maybe it's like a
awful.
mojito.
Right.
Maybe
I
it's
don't
like
think
a
I've ever drank it.
maybe it's like a mojito, but it's got like a fucking like maple around like the rim. Like
Maple.
syrup.
Ah,
Why? But that doesn't make any sense. But okay.
Because it's the it's the Canadian.
It's the
cholo.
Canadian version, yeah.
Oh, that's
Ah.
right. Okay, all right.
He was
You
going
guys
with
forgot
that.
the
then
other
wouldn't
half
it,
of the
wouldn't it be
joke.
like poutine or whatever?
Poutine, yeah.
What's the most Canadian
Poutine
thing?
flavored alcohol.
What's more Canadian, the syrup or the poutine?
You know what? That's asking like what
Yeah, it
does
depends
purple
where you're at
sound
in
like?
Canada. Right?
They're
Oh,
just-
purple
doesn't
sounds
make
like
any sense.
If you're anywhere Atlantic Canada or Quebec, we'd have to say the Putin.
Yeah.
Poutine.
Yes, Vladimir Putin.
They're both very Canadian things.
Vladimir Putin is the most Canadian thing. You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah,
Vladimir
I
Putin.
still have not heard a Canadian unironically say a.
What's that?
Hey,
Oh, I throw them out there sometimes. Once in a while.
They do it on
I
accident.
every now and then.
Yeah, like I'll be talking about. So did you go to that other show the other day there? Eh? You know, like it just tacks on sometimes. Like I don't know.
It does.
Yeah.
If you live there,
Subconscious.
I'm sure that you hear that a lot. Yeah.
Well,
Gotta be
not
honest
really.
with you, it's a lot easier
Whoa.
for it to come out when you're in a conversation with a bunch of Canadians. When you're in a
Yeah.
conversation
They
with,
do
with
it-
a bunch
they-
of Americans, it just
they'll-
doesn't come out.
They never do it around us Americans because they're bashful.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
No,
lived
we're
in California
beige.
for almost a decade, and I never heard anyone like, "Oh my god!" Like, "Oh, well, what's up?" Oh my god.
Oh yeah, but come
No.
on, that's from
What?
the '80s.
yeah, that's
well,
only
I
the
know.
Valley. I mean,
that's
you-
that's only in the valley.
I know, but I did get up there once or twice.
Valley girl. There we go with that.
Oh,
again.
my.
For
I
sure,
used
for
to
sure.
work a little bit in the store in the valley, and it was so
What?
confusing to me because near San Fernando Valley, and it was so confusing because every time that they speak, they will talk like asking you a question. So I will be like,
Hello?
Everything goes up.
Yeah.
Everything
are
goes up.
you
Everything goes
asking
up.
me or are you
Yeah.
telling me?
How are you doing?
Upspeak. I hate that.
When people go
Ooh.
up at the end of their sentence,
Yeah.
You
like
know, it's the worst
Think
now.
you need to go out?
Vocal,
Well,
vocal
Hey.
fry.
I was in a D&D game with someone who was doing that for
oh
hours.
no.
So like I roll the dice and then I hit the goblin and oh my god, I wanted to slug him after like
Oh.
2-3 sessions.
And then roll a dexterity check. Nope, a dragon comes and bites your fucking head off. Yep, came out of
Yeah.
nowhere. You never know with those dragons. They can use spells. He's probably casting greater invisibility. That's why he attacked you. Coup de grace, you're dead forever. Give me your fucking player sheet. Get out. Bye. Lose my number. And the dragon
Wow.
bit your head off.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he's
Wow.
How much
severe
worse
about
would it be if
kicking him
the
out.
dragon bit the head and it was still on?
It's just stayed. It just scrunched your head on your
I'm
neck.
immune to dragon head biting.
Right.
Ha-ha.
Yeah, I got a dungeon master. I have a feat.
Yeah. I would get in a jail card free. I can do anything once.
I have a feat. I have a feat that
Real
protects me.
omnipotence.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you got a dragon biting head feet. Shut up.
What a
Just now
damn
brought it up to me.
sentence. No, I
But it's
don't really
below my
know
character
anyone who
sheets is
says
fifth level.
like that. I do know some people where like some of us might put or they put fucking for
Fucking,
everything.
yeah, I've
It was
heard
like,
that.
so
I do
I
that.
was going to the fucking store, and it's like a pregnant pause. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
Got to wrap it up.
I can get into that role depending
Mike.
if I'm in a mood.
I'm gonna be
Vocal
right back.
fry. You guys know what vocal fry is? That's the big
Yeah.
thing.
Oh
When people can't just when they do that.
No, vocal fry is ASMR. Is ASMR, and everybody is fucking head over heels for it. I'm like, this is a. Never mind.
Okay,
This is a really good video. Who's the guy from Office Space? What's his name? The main character. I just saw a scene with him with some girl doing vocal fry at a coffee place, and he starts copying her. Oh man, it was fucking. It's a good video. Look for it on YouTube.
I have to admit, I'm a little bit attracted to a smoky voice. There's something about it. And some of my favorite singers do that too. But one thing that drives me up the wall, listen to Tiffany sing I Think We're Alone Now. Every time she does the end of the night, she has to throw some like vocal fry in it. I'm like, doing that like at the end as sort of like a mic drop moment or something, fine. But every time gets old.
Yeah. I remember that song.
Now,
She had a big mall. She had a big mall career.
Office Space or The Office? What
Mall
were-
career.
She
Mall
had a
career?
huge mall.
Oh,
She
yeah, I
had a huge
remember
mall
that
career.
in the video was in a mall, right?
That's what she did. She toured malls.
Oh.
I'm not joking. That was how she started, at least.
Kind of the inspiration for Robin Sparkles on How I Met Your Mother. She has that song, Let's Go to the Mall. Yeah.
When I think of the mall, I think the Fast Times at Ridgemont High. What was that? The Go-Go's, We Got the Beat. And that was playing.
Oh, my.
I don't know. When I think of the mall, I think of actual malls that I went to.
Well, I
Like the
was
Burlington
thinking-
Square Mall, the University Mall.
I was thinking in a movie way, but yeah, I supposedly I grew up near one of the first malls in the United States. I guess you can Google it, but Boulder Hill or in Oswego or outside of it, and Naperville actually is where the mall is. But one of the first malls. I think it was like the
I was a
fifth.
mall rat as a kid.
We don't have very many impressive malls here. I'd have to drive 6 or 8 hours to find one.
Can you drive 6 or 8 hours of PEI for fuck's sakes?
We have a bridge to the mainland, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
It's like, what do you do? Just go in circles for 6, 8 hours? Like, what do you do? It's like
But yeah,
90 people live in PEI.
if you're on the southwestern tip and you drive to the north or southeastern tip and you drive to the northeastern tip, 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
That's the longest spot you can drive on the island. And there's spots where it's so narrow you can see both sides.
Okay.
Right? So
We have a bike path here with a causeway that goes from like Burlington up to the islands, and it's pretty nice. And it's also narrow as hell. Like if you look on a map and see where I went on the bike, like on GPS, it looks like I rode the bike on water. That's how thin it is. It's
It's a Jesus bike.
It was Jesus bike.
It's extremely beautiful, though. I mean, like you've got Lake Champlain on either side of you. It's great.
Dave says 6
Going
hours.
up to
that's
South
12
Hero, North Hero, that area.
Basically, yeah. I mean, because like there's a small ferry you have to take to get around a certain part of the bridge, but after that, yeah, you can go up into the islands and everything.
Cool.
My dad does it all the time. It's crazy. He's like 70 something. And he bikes everywhere.
My old man was a big cyclist as well. He just randomly started doing it again when he turned like 50 or something, and then he did it for like 21 years, right? Pretty much until the day he passed away.
My granddad also used to bike everywhere until he got run over.
Oh
no!
Well, I guess that'll do it.
He got run over.
Yeah.
You can't park there. Huh?
I mean,
It was like, I can use the bike now.
that took a hard turn at the end.
It did.
I am so baked.
It was
But I
happy,
mean,
happy,
like, seriously,
bam.
it's this nice story about someone who rides on a bicycle and then, bam, it's like you yank the rug right out. It sucks.
The dude's in the ER.
Who's missing?
Who's missing? What are you talking about?
Somebody leave.
No.
No.
What are you high? Wait, never mind.
It's
Yeah.
less than 3 hours on the highway to drive tip to tip, pretty much.
Wow. So Vancouver Island's bigger than PEI?
Yeah.
Wait, who
Probably
hates
by a
me?
lot.
What?
244 kilometers tip to tip.
Wow. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
That's wait a minute.
What?
I know that noise.
Mhm.
Isn't that the community thing from Pornhub or something? Yeah.
And how do we know this, Neil?
Nice.
Oh, like I've never been to Pornhub. Come on. All of you are lying if you say no. I've never been to Pornhub.
So
Actually, I don't think I have. I've seen like videos with Pornhub watermarks, but I don't think I've ever actually been to the site.
it's always funny. Like I really hate teenagers nowadays. They're such little assholes. I hate. They're so mean for no reason, and they're not even like unique and funny and awesome. But they have been sneaking that drum riff into jazz solos, and I have been finding them on the internet. It is fuck. I'm like, all right, you've completely redeemed yourself because that's fucking funny. Because what are they gonna say? Why are you? Because what are they gonna say? Why are you playing the Pornhub thing? And then the kid obviously responds, "Why do you know it's from Pornhub?" Like it's not,
Yes, there's nothing you can say after that.
they're untouchable. I'm like, that is a fucking checkmate right there.
Oh,
Well
that
played.
is- no, come on. That's like an undercover cop shit, like on the road.
That's
with
really
a
good.
policeman driving a blue Ford pickup truck with fucking truck nuts hanging off the bottom of it. Like, yeah, that's a trap right there.
I saw a guy get pulled over by a green Honda Odyssey, and I'm like, that is
Yeah.
entrapment if I've ever seen
Subaru.
it.
That's
I
the
am-
word I was looking for. Entrapment.
I am
I'm
not.
sure that they banned Pornhub in one state, right? It says that it was in Utah.
Oh, Utah, yeah.
They banned porn. Oh wow, they must be going crazy there.
X, are you doing okay? Do we need to send help? Do you need porn?
Send nudes.
Use a VPN.
Use a VPN.
Virtual porn network. There you go.
That's dude. They said that the searches for VPN spiked in Utah.
Oh,
Well, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
They're like, whoop, you know, they have been talking about that NordVPN for quite some time. I think I'm gonna check it out. I just want to watch Netflix in fucking the UK. That's what it is. I just really want to watch
Look at
American
look at
the Greatest Baking
VP.
Championship.
Oh.
You're not fooling us one bit, mister.
Oh, those truck nuts things are really weird, but I saw
Yes.
something that was actually just kind of like sad, where this guy was driving around in like this old white Honda or like Toyota or something. Yeah, just your basic 4-door sedan, but he had slapped this like NASCAR decal all along the side of it.
Nice.
You know, like those stripes or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's just sad.
Oh no, that's
Oh.
badass. Do you know how
Yeah.
much? Do you know how much faster that thing just got?
Yeah, like fucking, it's added 15 horsepower just by one sticker alone. You know, it was funny you mentioned that with the stickers and shit like that. When I was little, my favorite character from Disney, other than you know, like Goofy or whatever, because Goofy was always my favorite as a kid. I loved Herbie the Love Bug.
Oh, really?
I saw every movie, and I wanted a VW
cool.
done up like Herbie the Love Bug, like my entire life. That and an AC Cobra, like the one
How
from
would you
Gumball
fit
Rally.
in it? You won't
Well,
fit,
I can
Neil.
get
HR sent this to me.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's nice.
Yeah, that is.
HR sent that to me.
Like when I moved back to Vermont,
awesome.
I was
Nice.
driving around and I went into a parking lot and there was this bright red Volkswagen Bug and the license plate just said tomato.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's great. And
Uh,
apparently,
oh.
X's co-host Kyle had a vulva on his truck hitch.
I wonder how that went over.
You know,
That's
I'm
fucking
really sick
awesome.
of people sexualizing children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just really
yeah.
sick of it. It's just so.
Oh God,
so
if it
grotesque.
didn't have pubes, that'd be so suspect.
That's, you know, kids are one
It's new
thing.
vegetable
Your
crazy.
F-150, that's a completely different story. Come on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You got your Dodge Ram pickup there with them nuts and them other
Well,
things.
actually, yeah, I have seen trucks that with that pair of nuts in the back. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
why they.
The
That's
dangling
tough enough.
brass. Yeah, I've seen
Oh
those too.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I know,
Yeah.
Kept getting rear-ended.
They're starting to get
Oh.
popular around here. I don't know why. Everybody that comes here from the U.S. has a truck like that with the balls on the back. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
All right. There is HR's Twitch channel. Everybody go follow HR, and then come right back. I'm timing you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Apparently, I put that out there for you.
Neil, I'm going to talk to you like I talk to my wife. Well, how she talks to me. We are one. Okay? So what's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. We are the same. We are the same. We are becoming Borg. We are one.
I am Groot.
Yeah, we
We
got some high
are
mind shit
Groot.
going on.
We are Indian.
Wait. No, Mikey, that's a terrible idea. I'm in.
That sounds
smile.
awful. Let's do it twice.
Let's
Do
do
it.
it twice.
We got time to do it at least 2 times before the cops find us.
That's awful. What time?
Right.
Yeah. We're killing Ollie.
Stop it. Yep.
Ollie, die quieter. Jesus fuck.
No, I
Right.
refuse to die quietly.
I will not go quietly into the night.
I will not go gentle.
Into the ether.
Die
Into
on
that
mute.
good night.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
Just a sec, guys. I'm going to drive over to Ollie's place and slap him.
come on, bring it.
I'll be back
Come
in
on.
a couple of weeks.
Right.
Can we leave this on for a couple of weeks? You guys?
I was
okay with
about to say, Neil, just stop by here because you're gonna need to rest for a few days after your spine has turned into a
I bet you it's
fucking
at least a
phone book.
7-day drive.
that? Oh, probably. I already looked at it. It is. It's like 6.5 days to get there.
Holy
That's nonstop, though. Like, if I don't stop, that if I just drive like a fucking
that's
zombie.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like 6 days, dude. It's like, yeah.
Can I tell you guys something that I laughed at with my wife? It's really stupid, but I think you guys will get it. It's I hope it's funny. I'll say that. So
I might be thinking of something else. Hang on. Go ahead.
So she's going up to bed, and I'm like, I keep the lights real low when I'm watching the baby at night because it keeps her more calm and all that shit. So I'm turning off all the lights. It's kind of dark, and she goes to give me a hug and a kiss so she can go upstairs, and I am grabbed inappropriately, and I'm like, lady, I was like, I'm over here. My hands are over here. Thank you very much. And then like we laughed and then gave a kiss. And then she walked away. I was like, you know what you should have said? And she's like, what? I was like, who said that? just as soon as the lights turn off and things get handsy. Hey, what are you doing? Who's there?
So I'm looking at it right now. It's a 57-hour drive if you go the shortest route through the States. So driving 10 hours a day, that's about 6 days plus a couple hours.
Yeah, it says at least 100 hours of pure driving time.
What? 100? No, it's saying 57 hours, dude.
Maybe those are
57 how long?
metric hours.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how long does it take to drive the Trans-Canada Highway? So,
Yeah.
which is
that's
7,821 kilometers.
Yeah, it's
It would
if
take
you
at
drive the
least 100
shortest
hours.
route, it's 5,883 kilometers.
How many polar
okay.
bears is that?
57 hours.
How many
Yeah,
polar
how's
bears?
that in polar bears? How many moose antlers?
About 4,000 miles, eh?
That's a boat.
That's a boat.
Kilometers here, eh? Yeah. We do
I've
kilometers.
noticed Ali doesn't say the oat. He says oat.
Does anyone say kilometers?
Kilometers.
Like kilometers,
yeah,
but
yeah,
then
yeah,
we have
kilometers,
kilograms. Like no one says kilograms.
How do you guys say? How do you guys say aluminum?
Kilograms, yeah. That'd be right.
Aluminium.
A lot of
Do you
people
say
say
aluminium?
kilograms up to kilos.
Aluminium.
That just sounds like an order of knights from a bad fantasy novel.
I know.
It does.
But I say aluminum because it's made of
Aluminum.
aluminum. It is
In
aluminum.
England, they say
Aluminum.
aluminium.
Nom 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 nom. I'm hungry.
Nom, nom, nom.
Would that be the munchies, Neil?
It might be.
It might be the one choose.
What do I have to eat here?
I don't know.
Moose.
I had pork chops for supper.
For a
Big
brief
pork
second,
Moose chops.
I was looking at the little Fluker's cricket quenchers that I got.
Moose
for the-
sausage.
Don't eat those.
No, it's terrible.
I dare
Moose
you.
heart.
I dare you.
No,
I double dare you, Neil.
I don't fall under pressure, pal. Not a fucking chance.
Okay.
If I eat
physical
one,
challenge.
then I'm driving across Canada and throwing up in your lap.
This is now turned into Fear Factory.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing no fucking Fear Factor.
Speaking of Canadians, someone told me Mike Myers has like a home around here somewhere, and they see him at the food co-op every now and then.
Probably.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Be interesting.
Canadians are like that. Look at Keanu Reeves. Fucker drives. He rides on the New York subway by himself.
Mhm.
Crazy fucker. That's all I can say to that.
Bro, he's Neo.
Yeah, still.
He's
Everybody
Neo.
knows he's cool. He's got a.
Yep.
He's known for being like the coolest celebrity ever.
I know.
They're gonna leave him alone. They're just, and he says this all the time.
He's
That
the
He's
these
guy.
like
people
if-
notice
if-
who he is, and they just give him a nod, sort of.
Like
thing,
if Mr. Rogers was grunge.
Yeah.
right? You know.
Michael Rappaport.
Well,
he
except
goes
Mr.
out in
Rogers.
the public a lot.
That
Oh, yeah.
dude is hilarious.
He's so funny.
God,
Mr.
he's-
Rogers was
Points.
like he did a lot of great stuff, but he was pretty fucking bigoted.
Was he?
Really?
Mr. Rogers?
It's
I never
Rogers.
got that
Yeah.
impression.
Was that the one that made the episode with the black police officer where they were washing their feet in the same tub or something?
Yeah.
And he had Lawrence Fishburne on like constantly as this firefighter dude.
Yeah.
Neo.
So
Or
who was he
Morpheus.
bigoted against?
Well, he had little clips saying boys are boys and girls are girls.
Oh,
and
I see.
boys grow up to be daddies and girls grow up to be mommies. And
Hmm.
he was very
Very Christian.
he was not a fan of the
The LG.
although I don't think that but I think back then I think
Feminism.
did they call it that back then? I can't remember.
What, feminine? Oh, hell yeah.
Feminism was the
Feminism
big-
at least
that was-
the 60s, probably earlier.
And he
Like,
wouldn't have been
did
a
they
fan of
refer
that.
to it
He was-
as LGBTQ?
Oh,
plus
that?
No.
I
community?
thought you were talking feminism.
No.
No, they did not.
I think
I
that
saw
started
Lord-
in the 80s, and back then the G was first. GLBT is the way I remember. Or actually, I think the T wasn't even on it the first time I thought. It was just GLB. And then the T got added probably like in the 90s or some crap. I don't remember. And then, now it's Q on there somewhere and WTF BBQ. And,
TPIA.
I can't keep track. It's like here I am, a lesbian, and I can't keep track of our own fucking slang and jargon. It's not fair.
I saw Lawrence Fishburne in a really early episode in an episode of MASH in season 10. One of his earliest appearances. I didn't know he was in it until I was rewatching it. Saw him here. That's Lawrence Fishburne. Sure.
That dude is so cool.
Yeah.
Of course, saying all that, Rogers was a person of his time period as well, too, right? They didn't know anything about any of that back then. So,
I think the one thing that I can even lend to anyone from the past days is even if somebody doesn't have a stance on it, are they the kind of person that, given the right conversation or evidence, would change their mind?
that's what I wonder about.
I don't think he would have held on to that.
Okay, hold on. Stephanie's laughing at me.
Aren't we all?
No.
That came
No,
out
they
wrong.
didn't
No,
know anything about it.
no, it's like it wasn't a big
Back
topic
in
of the
Stone
day. Yeah, well,
No,
you know
you're
what I
right,
mean? Like
you're right.
they didn't talk
the
bad about that.
cultural milieu is considerably different.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying? I'm stoned too, and it's just coming out all wrong.
Well, I mean,
That's why I'm laughing. It's like, oh, wait a minute.
I was a kid in the 80s. I remember when like people just casually threw homophobia around, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember when you just used the F slur. It didn't
Oh,
even
all the time.
mean homosexual for a lot of people. It's just a word you use, you know?
Well,
It's an insult.
I don't know about that.
Well, no, a lot of the people I knew, you know, they'd use it the same way that you'd use rat bastard or fucker, you know, that kind of thing. They just didn't mean anything. You just called someone that. Mind you, I was a kid. I was hanging out with kids. Nobody said it and meant it in any kind of political way.
Right.
I think what ended up happening was the kids got a hold of a word to use as a potty word, and we just ran with it, and then we all grew up, and some of us realized what the word meant and changed our behavior, and then some of us said, well, I always said it, so it's fine. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, if I knew that's what it meant back then, I would have never said it, but I thought it was just another bad word to go with the other slew of bitch, shit, fuck, damn. You know, I thought it just went with those, and then you find out later there's so much more to it than that.
Yeah.
I feel like I knew right away when I was a kid when I was yelling fag or yelling those words that I knew what they meant.
Sometime
1973 what?
1970 Stephen Sondheim song. 1970 Stephen Sondheim song from Company. You could drive a person crazy if it's not a person's bag. Do. I could understand a person if it's not a person's bag. I could understand a person if a person was a fag. But worse than that, a person that mutilates a person and leaves her flat is crazy. Anyway, that
Oh
was
shit!
very
I know
common
the song
parlance.
you're referring to.
I feel like I barely know.
They changed the lyrics. They changed that. Sondheim changed the lyric. Sondheim was queer, of course, but he wrote that lyric. You know, it's like, well, you know, and then of course there's these light up a.
Okay.
Oh, light up a fag.
Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it's still slang. It's still British slang. Yeah, light up a fag.
It's usually more British
Robot.
than
Yeah, they say that one.
Which I thinking.
Have you got a fag, mate?
No.
Hey, let's chill, yo. We get it. Everyone say F word from now on. We get it.
Yeah.
We've reached. I don't care. We've reached the quota. We're done.
And I'm bi, so
Doesn't matter. We're on the internet, and we need to keep our channel up.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know. If I want sex, I have to buy it. Does that make me bisexual?
Ah.
Yeah. Although actually, okay, like definitely a big old sci-fi nut. But you know, I participated in the fight. You know, Star Wars is better than Star Trek. Star Trek's better than, you know, all of that shit. But there's a song by a dude like goth, sort of not filk, but whatever, dude called Voltaire, who did a song called Bitrexual, which is basically like it starts off with Trekkies and Warsies butting heads, but by the end it's like, well, we can like them both. Yeah, it's a good song. It's worth checking out. Bitrexual by Voltaire.
Is that the name of Star Wars fans? Warsies?
It's pretty accepted jargon, yeah.
Warsian. I've heard that one too. Star Warsian.
I never thought of it. I thought it was just like Star Wars fan.
Star Wars.
Well,
nerd.
you know, it's like Warsies,
Or
Fiver,
Jedi.
Escapers. There's like seriously a nickname for almost every sci-fi franchise. For the fans of them, I mean.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Can you tell I've been immersed in geek culture for a while?
Yes.
It's like there's one of those memes. It's got an almost empty jar, a swear jar, and then next to it an almost full, telling people Star Wars facts when they didn't ask jar. You know?
Which is loaded. I got a cruise I'm going to plan with all this money.
Yeah.
Brilliant. With all your, I trade in your iPhones for a small planet or a cruise.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I would give a lot for my very own starship. Not necessarily Federation. How about maybe a Millennium Falcon, but in good repair kind of thing? You know, I'd give a lot for that. I'd give most of your lives for that.
That's good to know.
We're cheap. We're expendable.
I know where I'm not going to be if starships ever go on sale.
No. Just
Anywhere near Kate.
Just don't wear a red shirt. You'll be fine.
Okay. Right. Uh-oh. Watch out, Steph.
Stephanie.
No.
What am I doing?
You got a red
Wearing
shirt.
the red shirt.
Red Starship,
Star
red
Trek.
shirt. No,
The first one to
And-
disappear in a movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't worry, stormtroopers. You ever seen the meme when the stormtrooper shoots the red shirt? He misses, but the red shirt dies anyway.
Yeah, but you know, it's only named characters that stormtroopers
good.
can't hit. They can hit just about anybody who doesn't have a name.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true too. And the red shirts
I'll have to
count for
find
that,
my
I
gold
guess.
shirt.
You got to wear a name
Jedi.
tag. If you wear a name tag, there's no way a stormtrooper can hit you. It's armor. It's better than Beskar.
Technically,
Hi,
yeah. Technically,
my name
you'd be a
is
captain
John. Fuck.
in the next gen universe.
My blaster just won't aim down.
I just saw Andor
right.
recently. Can we talk about the end, or is that a spoiler? Has everybody seen Andor yet?
I have no
seen it.
intention of
No, I haven't
watching
seen it,
any
but-
Disney Wars ever. I love Disney.
You missed that. So I do too, but you're missing a good one there. That's
Well, I
Andor.
also don't have Disney Plus, so you know it's kind of
You're not
minimal.
gonna go get it just for that.
No, I mean,
There's
I,
good
hell,
ones.
I,
I
I,
can
I
get
already
it
have
anyway.
Hulu. I can see the Orville. I'm good.
Night, Randall.
Futurama.
The Orville.
You know, you can download it. Because Andor is actually very good.
At this point, honestly, I almost had this removed at one point. That's how much I fucking hate Disney Wars.
I'm pretty with you there, but and if you get a chance to see Andor, I think chances are you like it, but I could be wrong.
Speaking of things that are wrong,
Damn, why you gotta do me like that?
I love you.
Cousin.
I gotta reboot this machine
It's
here.
my
I'll
love
be right
language.
back. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
What's up, dude?
We are
Very
good. Why are you, robot?
I am liking it in Utah very much.
I think you just need to
You
back
are,
up on your
darling.
mic a smidge.
Try to automatically do it.
Say exterminate
Little-
from the X, please.
Little hot on the game.
All right, let me turn that down a bit.
Exterminate.
Oh God! Now you got him started. He's giggling now. Oh, here we go.
Better, worse, good. No, yes.
Still pretty bad.
It's chopping out when you hit when you level up, like your high tones or whatever the fuck it's called.
All right, better. Is that good now?
Oh,
That's
That's
better.
yeah, that's better.
Let me
That's
turn it
better.
up just a little bit more in case I get loud.
Keep it going.
It's a
You
fucking
usually-
Yeti. It's not a good mic. I apologize.
Oh, you're not using your normal one?
Not at home.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes more sense because I'm like, yeah, you're usually fucking velvet cake up in this bitch. This shit is cardboard velvet cake.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I get that Shure SM7B at home. That'll be next.
Ooh, I have one of those. That's what I use at the Jam Shack.
Good audio.
Jam
Shark-
Shack.
I love it.
Shartan is trying to fucking coerce me into upgrading to that. I'm like, no, my Yeti is fine. I grew up fucking broke as shit. There is nothing wrong with this. We do not need to go spend $700 on a fucking microphone when this one works just fine. It's fine.
That's the exact same Yeti that I've got, Mikey.
Yeah, and I've had this bitch 6-7 years now.
It works
Not-
on Twitch and stuff, but like, when it comes to like doing pro audio, not really.
I don't do vocals into it. Like I won't sing into it.
I actually ended up getting this for free by accident. There was some weird screw up at Amazon, and they ended up saying, "Oh, just keep it." I was like, "Okay."
Nice.
That's nice.
Amazon does that.
They don't give a fuck.
Well, I actually looked into it because I have this little robot thing here called Vector, and the company that made that accidentally sent me 2. And I looked it up, and
Now
the
they're fighting.
law says that it's legally mine, even though they sent it to me, like accidentally. I was about to give it back to them, but then the people on the forum were kind of big old jerks, so I decided to keep it. It's worth like $300-400.
Wow.
You should make them fight each other.
Yeah.
3 years
Just
ago,
send it
my
to me.
mother got a laptop.
Give one of them a knife.
There are people who have like 6, 7, 8 of these all by themselves, and if you say like, "Hey, Vector," they all at once turn at you like some crazy cult. It's just bizarre.
Hey, Vector. Chunk, 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 chunk.
Yeah.
Remember
They're
Vector
cute.
Man? That was a fun idea.
What?
Vector. What the hell is Vector Man?
Oh, Vector Man on Sega Genesis.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit!
Or
He was
Mega
like-
Drive, depending on what country you're talking about.
He was made out of fucking tennis balls.
Was he?
Well, he was just like green energy orbs or whatever, but he looked like
That
he
does
was
sound
tennis,
familiar.
he looked like tennis ball man.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
I
the
don't
Super
think
Nintendo
I
had the
played
Super
it.
FX chip, so you got like Stunt Track FX and stuff like that, and Star Fox, and so Sega's like, shit, we need a gimmick too. Let's make
Oh.
ball animation a thing.
That
I really liked F-Zero.
doesn't work. We'll hit him with the Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim was multi-platform. Thank you very much.
Jesus,
I liked
I'm sorry.
F-Zero a lot. That was fun. Oh, and like Super Metroid and shit.
Yeah, Super Metroid's
Super
good.
Metroid was cool.
I got what was it, Metroid Dread, and while it was fun, it was also very repetitive, and the bosses were all like, okay, you have to follow a very specific pattern to beat this guy. Like there's no shoot at him and duck and dodge and shit. It's no, you have to go up when the guy's doing this, down when the guy's doing that, shoot, you know, that kind of
yeah, it's true.
nonsense. And it was like playing Dance Dance Revolution, but with a bad guy. So that was no fun, but the game itself, I mean, exploring the world that they had built was fun, you know.
Also,
I
my
still
brother
play
used to
DDR.
like Contra.
I grew up on repetitive video games.
Yeah,
Galaga, Space Invaders. Holy
Well,
fuck.
this
Yeah,
is just
basically.
You always
frustrating.
do the
This
same
isn't
thing.
that kind of repetition. This is more like pattern following.
Yeah.
Like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, you had to do a
Yeah.
certain.
Me
Mike
too.
Tyson's Punch Out was another one.
Yeah.
That was a
You had to
good-
talk right when he
so much
punched.
worse.
Yeah.
That's the
It's starting to
nature.
get chilly in here. I got to close some windows. Be right
That's
back.
that's the nature of like boss fights, though. I started playing Wolong, which is like this really pretty kind of Dark Souls, but set in like feudal Japan or China. I don't know where we are. The voice acting is terrible. But it's a really fun game. But it's hard as shit. Like you can only get hit like twice, and then you got to start over. But there's a lot of parrying and pattern recognition. I was like, damn, I forgot how to do all this shit. Like this is, I guess, how I beat like Super Mario 3. Like there was no book that would like help you. Like you couldn't check online to see how to win.
That's true.
You would just run and jump and then hope.
I was at one of the Atheist conferences, the one in Texas. I forget what they called it. And Surus was there. Yeah, that one.
Faithless
Surus
Forum.
was there, and he had set up like a Nintendo or something on one of the TVs. And I sat down to play Smash Brothers with him, and I don't know any of the controls because I'm really more of a PC gamer, right? But I took a Street Fighter 2 character because I'm like, I used to play the crap out of Street Fighter 2, and I'm trying to play, and none of the old moves work. Nothing works the way it used to. I was like, just okay, fine. I'm gonna mash the controller because nothing works the way it used to. You know, like I'm trying to do the frickin' Hadoken. It's not working.
It's not
You know. Oh well.
That's a bummer.
I never liked
I mean, it's
Smash.
not like I don't know how to play these games, but I don't know how to play these games.
Street Fighter 6 is coming out, and you can make your own character and give it whatever moves you want.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Give me a
That's pretty
Squidward
cool.
with some guile moves. There you go.
Oh yeah, the guy.
I actually have an intro for my videos
Squidward
where I have
Blanca.
Sandra, the character, anime character, and she's doing like a Street Fighter thing, and then you've got God doing like a Street Fighter thing, and she's like logic boom, yeah, like that. It's pretty fun.
I want to play that, but then I watch too many of like the tournaments. Man, those guys are fucking good, dude. I don't want to play against those guys. I just want to play the computer by myself. Like I'm scared to take that shit online. Nothing's more embarrassing than getting your ass fucking dusted in some fucking Street Fighter.
Speaking of dusting a kid in Street Fighter, I told it on Twitter a couple of weeks ago, but I had a gun pulled on me for beating the shit out of a kid in Street Fighter so bad one time at his own house.
Wow.
Wow.
He's fucking his ass up.
Brought over it was Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition.
Oh
and
yeah.
so not Super Street Fighter, but just Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Bring it over to the kid's house, and I'm a fighting game nerd at this time, so I knew how to play all this shit. He didn't know what he was doing, so I was beating the hell out of him, and I'm like, okay, he can't really be this bad. Let me try dialing it back a little bit.
Oh no.
I'm only going to use light attacks on him.
Oh.
And I beat him with those, and I'm like, okay, no more special attacks. I'm just going to use jab and short. That's all I'm going to use to hit this guy.
Not footsies.
And then like I beat him with that, and he left the room. He was mad. He was real mad because it was like 27-0. Kid left the room, comes back in with his dad's fucking Mossberg.
Whoa, that's a reaction.
You grew up in Chicago?
He's like, you get the fuck out of my house. And I'm like, chill the fuck out, dude. It's not my fault you suck at video games.
Did you say that while he had the gun on you?
Right.
The first time I actually had a fight with somebody was also regarding Street Fighter.
See? Violent video games.
No,
Hey,
it's
I
just
remember
that
putting
my
quarters up on the
brother was,
machine.
my brother was really good playing. So the machines used to be at the store, the convenience stores. So it was just
Right.
like put
Oh,
your
yeah.
coin, and he will stay there beating guy after guy after guy after guy. And he was like really young. He was like 7 years old at the time. So my mom sends me to look for him.
Little prodigy fucker. Prodigy. Prodigy?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Prodigy.
My mom sends me
That's the word, yeah.
to go get him.
Atmosphere.
And one of the older kids, a kid my age, was pulling his hair and, hitting him because he got mad about it.
Right.
Pulling his hair. Nice
Yeah.
tactic.
So,
Stop
so what I
fucking
did-
Sonic booming me.
Yeah. So what I did, I started fighting the guy. We ended up
Stop!
fighting in the floor, and at that age, girls and boys
Release the
are like
Roomba.
the same. Yeah. And I beat the crap out of him.
You
And
whooped his
then-
ass.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I took off running with my brother because I realized that I was fighting a kid a little bit bigger than me.
So yeah, we gotta get out of here now.
Sudden realization.
Yeah.
I might be dead.
Yeah.
Well-
I might die. So I took off running.
Slightly more lighthearted story. Like my fighting game of choice was Virtua Fighter. I was really good at it.
Bring
I
it
loved
out.
playing Sarah. Right. Now there was this guy I knew from I worked at a video store at the time, and there was this dude who would come by and rent stuff. His name was Scott. And he had something like cerebral palsy. I don't know. He couldn't even use one hand, and the other hand was kind of gnarled up. But he could play Virtua Fighter with that good hand, like you wouldn't believe. Nobody could beat him. And then I discovered his weakness and started beating him quite regularly, and then no one would play me anymore. So I don't know. There's a lesson there. I'm not sure what it is.
I liked Virtua Fighter because being able to just get in the arena with somebody who's way better than you, but damn, I might be able to flick the little dumbass off this map though. That's you could just you kind of get to the edge yourself and hope to just flip over their head and then push them. Like that's
Oh,
the only
it's
thing you got
crazy
going.
how-
I can't fight him hand to hand.
I mean, the characters could jump like 20 feet in the air and had this hang time like a helium balloon.
Do any
Like
of
a
you guys
beach ball.
remember the game Soul Edge? It was the
Yeah, before it
precursor to
became
Soul
Soul Calibur.
Blade or Soul Calibur. Yeah,
Soul Calibur, yeah.
Soul Edge was the very
Remember
first
Soul
one on
Calibur.
PlayStation. I used to be, well, I was pretty much undefeatable at the game. I had I owned a house back in the city here, and I had a couple of roommates that were living with me. Literally, this one guy, he moved in, and the very first day that he moved in, I beat him, and I was just toying with him, type of thing. He was able to get some hits on me, stuff like
Toying with
that.
him.
And he said, "I'm going to beat you at this game," and I said, "I don't know if you ever will." I said that to him, and he made it his goal to beat me over the next 4.5 months. 4.5 months, he was unemployed, sitting at home, playing a game, constantly playing that game while I was at work. And finally, he felt like he was ready.
The
And he
American
came
version,
after
you would
me.
have. The American version
and-
would have with a gun.
Yeah. It was like, okay, you ready? Because like we'd every now and then play, and I was never really taking it that seriously. And he could tell I wasn't taking it that seriously because I was half looking away and stuff like that. I was just right. So he finally said, okay, let's go. I'm ready. And yeah, well, the first match, he got a couple of hits on me. I perfected him the next two and swept them 3 matches in a row. And he just put the controller down, walked out of the room, never played again.
You know what it was? Dude, he had his Cobra Kai moment. Like he's like, you know what? I'll be back, motherfucker. I'm gonna be fucking back. Oh, damn it. Damn.
Yep.
I got 3 hits this time. Fuck, that's all I'm getting. I can't get him.
It's funny because I used to think about that. Used to think that about playing Mario Kart 64. Man, I was kicking everyone's ass in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And then I stopped playing for quite some time, and then I went down to Texas. The same thing that you're talking about, Kate, the Faithless Forum, and where I met you for the first time.
No, I swear we had another. Really? Okay,
Yep.
well, go on.
Was
Go
that
on.
one? Yeah. Anyway, then I played Genetically Modified Skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And realized I was not that good at that game.
But no, Neil,
I beat him once.
You are good, Neil, but there's levels to this shit.
Okay, well, apparently I'm on the basement or sub-basement level then.
You might be on like the 3rd or 4th floor, but he might be on the 10th floor. Like that water gets deep.
I don't know. Maybe the interstitial on 13 there, kind of a half floor.
Yeah.
Speaking of deep
Maybe I'm there.
water,
Eric's here.
No, what?
Eric
The
is here.
F1
He's
race
got an
this
invite.
weekend is canceled because of flooding in northern Italy.
Wow, that's right.
Big F1 weekend this weekend canceled because of flooding in northern Italy. Like, holy fuck! What can you do?
No F1. What's going on?
No F1. Ferrari's home track rained out.
That's a no good.
Apparently,
It sounds like somebody
apparently the
finally
Italians-
Max Verstappen somebody. No.
Apparently, the Italians all agree that the government sucks.
It's true.
But at least the trains run on time.
Oh yeah.
Do they really? I think I have a sneaky suspicion that they're actually just one train late and they haven't told anybody.
I got it.
They've missed an
Diana,
entire
I got it. Just wanted to let you know.
the train.
I don't know what to do with it, but I got it.
I got it.
Cure it.
How you doing, Malty? Fuck's been a while.
Oh, Mitsurugi.
How are you doing up there? You liking the red sunrises and sunsets?
Oh
Thanks,
yeah.
Alberta.
Yeah.
What, you guys on
Fire
fire?
in northern Alberta.
Oh yeah. Usually it's us here in BC that's on fire, but we have our few going right now. But Alberta is there, right up next to us, and that part of it is on fucking fire right now.
Yeah. And we're just in a heat wave. You know.
Yeah. We've got. Well, what is it there right now? Because right here now I think it dropped a couple of degrees from last.
In Fuego.
It's 26 now here. So.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is-
So,
All right.
yeah, that's
So
fucked up.
yesterday, when I said it was like 48, it was 11 degrees Celsius here.
There you go.
yesterday.
Mm.
It was cold.
Yep.
It was cold. And it was
so it's
blowing,
almost
and it was
80
blowing
degrees
27.
here.
It was blowing 27 on the dock, which
Yep.
meant
Oh,
it was
shit.
blowing like 32,
Larry
Five,
sailor on days like that. man.
Nine,
Right around freezing.
5 by
Enjoy
Oh,
hypothermia.
sailing. No, we're not going
Hyper
sailing. It's
flow.
the first freaking race of the year. No, 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 no. No,
Divide
thank
by the
you.
remainder. Throw a leg over one shoulder.
Yeah, Neil,
That
it's
was a
24.
great race, huh?
We'd gone out on the 24 practice on Sunday, and it was similarly gusty and also very shifty. So we got hit with a puff. I go, puff in 5 looks like a big shift. We got hit, and it was big enough shit that the boat almost auto tacked. So we wound up capsizing the thing to weather, and 2 people are hanging off the side, me included, half of me in the water. It's like, oh, when's this gonna stop? Water's cold
Good,
too. It hasn't warmed
Good,
up yet.
Yeah, 24 degrees
Yeah.
here.
Sailboat racing is incredibly dangerous. Shouldn't do it.
I went on a
I'll do
Lake
it, Stephanie.
Michigan.
I just saw your,
I think I remember
your Twitter thing.
for about it. It was flies, a lot of flies.
Oh, you can easily switch it to Celsius. Okay.
what?
Yeah, you
The,
just click
the,
on
the
the F.
weather program thingy, it does have just a quick
Yeah.
thingy to change it.
Just
Okay,
click
good.
on the F or the S or the C.
Well, I didn't see it until now.
All right.
But yeah, so it's like 11 degrees Celsius here.
That's
Ooh, my food's getting picked
it's
up.
6 here right now. So it's
Yeah, it's
not that
probably
big of a
about 6 here now.
You got to save those 6, Al. That's the last 6 you're going to get until spring.
It was
It's 21 right now where I live.
21
21 degrees Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
Well,
Everybody's
you
converted
know,
first, Neil.
it's
Everyone's
still
converted
hitting the
first.
low 40s here. It's like fucking
We're still
May.
getting a frosted advisory here in low-lying areas. Just
See,
to say.
what sucks about Celsius is you can't give the degrees like this. Mine's 69 right now in Fahrenheit.
69.
Nice.
That's why everyone should convert to Fahrenheit. You can't do that with Celsius. You just
Okay,
can't.
you know,
Well, you
don't-
can, but you're probably not going to last long.
Well, I mean, you could be talking
bigger
about your
problems.
cooking or maybe you're sous videing something. I don't know.
That's like what, 160, 170 or something like that?
Yeah, perfect for
In
doing
Fahrenheit.
vegetables.
Yeah.
You know those automated calls you get from like doctors and shit where it says, you know, there is an upcoming appointment for your name, like that, you know, one of those
Yep.
deals. Well, it keeps thinking my last name is an abbreviation for Fahrenheit. I've been called Kate Fahrenheit by computers so many times. It's crazy.
That's funny.
I think it suits you, actually.
Yeah, just change it. Don't want to confuse the machines.
Funny thing is, it's actually pronounced far, but most people think it's fair and that it's German. I was raised by hippies. It's fucking Elvish. Don't ask. Yeah. So, I came this
Elvish
close
German?
to being named like Moonbeam, Rainbow, Sunshine, Peace, Love, Dope. This close, seriously.
I knew a hippie by the name of Moonwater.
That's
Moon
pretty
water.
Is it bad that I kind
Come
of
on.
actually want that to be your name?
No, no, it's Shackleton
Well,
Crater.
speaking
They found they found water there.
Yes, that's true.
Speaking of Valley Girls, there's Moon Unit. There's
Moon Unit, yeah,
Unit.
she sang that song.
Valley girl.
Totally. Oh my god.
for sure.
Weasel.
Boom.
Now you just reminded me of something else, Stephanie, with the for sure. Have you guys seen the new Muppet Show with the band?
No.
I have not.
Oh, man, it's great.
Didn't know
It's
there was
great.
one.
Yeah, and it's all on the band. The whole show is about the band.
Okay.
With
I mean, is
Dr.
this-
Teeth and
Yeah.
Floyd and
Electric Dream.
Animal.
Is
I was
this,
like Fuzzy
is this
and
a
Dumbo.
Henson production or?
Yeah, it's on Disney.
it's on.
Disney
It's
Plus.
on right now. It's on
Oh,
Disney
okay.
right now.
There he
There's
is.
Mr. Eric.
There he is.
Hello,
Finally
Alex.
making it.
How are you?
Yeah.
Man of the hour.
Eric,
I saw
yeah.
you commenting in
Fine
the side chat not
performance
coming
yesterday.
He's a movie star now. Will he even
thank you
talk
very
to us?
much.
Big star on the line now. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, what's that? Hanging out with my buddy Matt.
I'm waiting for my
Very
paycheck
fine
from
for
that
performance.
from that appearance.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
I've got
just-
actually.
Good.
I've actually got some a wee bit of news, and I'll be joining the Women Atheists Unload team on Skeptic Haven on Saturdays.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
that'll be that's
Very nice.
kind of a steady gig in addition to my
that's-
random
Modding
yakking.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the line. Doom, 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 doom. This show doesn't always start on time. And we will block your ass every time. Bum, 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 bum.
So, speaking,
Whatever.
Need some
speaking,
some line in
Speaking
there
of
about
Mikey.
backing up your. Never mind.
speaking of Saturdays,
Yeah, that's when I
Yes.
work.
It was the 4th of July.
God damn it.
God damn it.
What? Saturday's 4th of July this year? No,
What?
it's Sunday.
No, it's
Yeah.
on Monday. No, it's not the
Turn the-
Memorial. No, it's this. No, the 29.
Go ahead,
Memorial
Neil.
Day?
We're sorry. Everybody shut up.
I'm sorry.
I like
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully, can it? Um, this Saturday, Saturday. We're turning BC Place into a giant mud pit. No. Mikey and myself and Secular Rarity are going to be on Sidney Davis Jr.'s Junior channel for a 2-hour stint.
Awesome.
Oh, that's
5
awesome.
Pacific,
Mhm.
7 Central, 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain,
Nice.
I guess. Yes. We are going to be on there for a couple hours talking about all kinds of stuff, probably some important stuff, and then some funny stuff, I guarantee you, because Sydney's actually a comedian. So
I despise
I
humor.
like them comedians. I tell you, comedians are funny.
I like a good comedian. W.
And what time is your show, Stephanie?
Saturdays, 5:30 Eastern, I think.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
And this all started with Eric. You were really good on your show, or on,
No, it's not
with Matt.
5:30. It's actually, I think it's 4:30 Eastern. 4:30 Eastern.
Oh, okay.
3:30 Central.
I'm also probably going to pop into Purple's show before I go on to Sydney's show, which I think starts at 4:30 or something.
Purple.
Pop in there for a little bit, and then jump over to the Sydney
Oh,
Davis
you
Jr.
mean Purple's thing on Life Before the Internet. I'm gonna do that too. I'll be on that one.
I'll pop in there for a bit because I had a life before the internet.
Me too.
Yeah,
I had a very
think-
long life before the internet. You know, it's like,
I think
wow.
that life before the internet ended when I actually started running a Where's BBS out of my bedroom on a separate phone line.
Nice.
That was around about when
Do
my
you guys remember
non-internet
acoustic
life-
couplers? Where you took the phone receiver and you stuck it in the thing, and
I only remember that from movies, but yes.
I saw a picture of that once.
Like I saw it a lot, like war games and shit, but I never saw one in real life.
In the briefcase, yeah.
Yeah, it had you would take the receiver, you pop it into this device that was like a two cushions, so they would like seal up both the microphone and the speaker on it, so it could accurately hear what garble was going through
Yeah,
the
it was
line.
called an
Yeah.
acoustic coupler, and it was this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You shoved the telephone thing into the.
Precursor to the dial-up modem.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
That's where I entered the scene. I had a 14.4K dial-up modem
I
on my
had
first
a
computer.
dial-up too.
Oh, I started.
Mine was
with
600 baud.
300.
I had
300.
I had the 300 baud to start off with.
I had a
too.
300.
It's funny. It's funny. That's a pretty good measure of when you enter the scene is how fast your dial-up modem was.
Yeah.
Like, if you come up onto this, if you come in here and you say, "Yeah, my first modem was a 56K," everyone's like, you didn't experience dial-up modems. You were there for like maybe
you don't know what it's like.
The last 5% of that for cable modems became a thing.
For decades, movies refused to accurately represent the sound of a modem.
Yeah.
And I was like, do, 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 do. I'm like, it does not sound like that.
It doesn't sound like that. It sounds like somebody was dying.
Yeah. Worst noise.
Yeah.
I've got a T-shirt that says, "When I was your age, the internet went word," like the da-dang, da-dang. You know that one, right?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Is there anyone out there who does like sampled EDM sort of shit, but uses modem tones? I bet you someone's done it.
Probably. I imagine that'd be a hard job. That's like one of the worst samples you could probably take as a dial-up modem and try to make it into music.
I don't know. I swear I've heard some EDM that used actual construction sounds. So, I mean...
Yep. That's how industrial music was born.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
First
oh my
browser.
gosh, I was shoved into the goth scene by someone I was crushing on. So I've heard more than my fair share of industrial music. The closest I overlap with the goth scene is like, synthwave and shit. But
Right.
I don't, well, anyway.
Like Kraftwerk.
I love synthwave.
No, I'm thinking more like the stuff you'd see on what is it called? New Retro Wave, the YouTube channel. But like Wolf Club, I love Wolf Club. They're great.
Oh, okay.
You know that kind of thing.
May I suggest a band from Boise, Idaho called Magic Sword? They are fan-fucking-tastic.
Sword.
Well, S-W-O-R-D, you know. Spelling right there. Thank
I
you.
mean, it just sounds filthy.
No, it's only 3 dudes. There's no lyrics, and I just saw them live a couple weeks ago with TWRP, Canadian band,
Okay.
and they were fan-fucking-tastic. They opened up for them, and they blew the headliner out of the water. And anybody that does that, they get an insta-like from me for the rest of my life.
And an instant dislike from the headliner. We are
How dare you?
You'll never tour again.
It's a weird pairing between this band because these people were like a synthwave band and they were paired up with like a funk group, and I'm like,
whoa!
I get it that like you guys both play synthesizers in your band, but like that other band just blew the fucking water. You guys don't seem very exciting right now.
Well.
It's like when Deftones opened for Korn here in Utah one time.
Oh shit!
And
yeah.
There's a reason Deftones is still around.
They're
This past fall,
what they did was overwarm the crowd.
Yeah.
But this fall, I saw Dropkick Murphys play, and that was a hell of a show.
Yep, they're always good.
Those guys are good.
Also, like they
Dropkicks are
stopped
awesome.
in the middle of the show to do this like unapologetic anti-Trump rant, which was
Yeah,
awesome.
I've seen it. It's online. You can see that online. It is awesome.
I'll never forget that a rodeo stadium in a place here in Utah called Spanish Fork, which is easily like 20 miles south of like Salt Lake City, 30 miles south of it. So it's really middle of fucking nowhere. And this was in the 90s. This rodeo place, they booked Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, okay.
In Utah.
In the 90s.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Cool.
we went to the show.
By the way,
and the news was making news items about how people are closing their businesses early. They're getting their guns, and they're going to be watching to make sure those communists don't come onto their property. And
wow,
that's good. I just got to compliment you on bringing Jesus into this godless room. It's really, truly a marvelous thing to see our Lord and Savior amongst these horrific
bloody heathens.
That's my avatar. Is
Bunch
the
of
space
heathens.
Jesus from?
Is it the Jesus from the Mormon Church, right? From the centers that they have one here in Mexico too. There's the same statue.
Yep, in the visitor center, it's a 13-foot tall Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that tall.
He's fucking huge, man.
Damn.
They like
Well,
to make their god bigger.
Joseph Smith was born here, so there's like a bunch of shrines to his shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
He must be in Vermont.
Mhm.
He was born in your
Okay.
living room. What?
But oh, what the hell was I gonna say? There was something someone said that triggered something in my head, and then I lost it because fuck my memory.
We got a Jimi Hendrix statue here in Seattle.
Oh, wait, which one of your asses is in Seattle?
Me.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, I lived there for 20 years, from like
nice.
95 to like 2015 or some shit.
Yeah, I've been
it
here
was
for about
great.
8 years now.
Where,
Yeah,
where
I
are you
like-
at, Eric?
I live in the Seattle area.
Okay.
He lives in the convention center next to the
In the convention center, yeah.
I'm in Rainier View.
Well, for context, I spent 10
which
years
is actually
in the district, 10 years on the hill.
okay. So yeah, Rainier View is at, or you could say Lake Ridge, above
okay.
Rainier Beach. Yeah.
Okay. I'm outside of the I'm nearby the Redmond area, Redmond, Washington.
Okay. Yeah, Kirkland
Yeah,
Redmond area. That's
Yeah,
right.
I used exactly. I used to
Okay.
live. I used to work in downtown Seattle.
Sure.
So hey guys, what's everyone's like addresses?
10
Here's my-
What is your social
Here's,
security?
here's my address. Here's my address when I sleep, and a list of my greatest fears.
Oh my god, there's a book out there. It's like out of print now, but it's called the Papa Bookphobia.
Here's my
Papa Book of Phobias. That's
Not
gonna go
even
over big.
kidding. And like the example, like they open a page for you. Of course, it's a clown.
Oh right.
Yeah. Now I'm not scared of clowns, but it's such a trope,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, my food's almost here.
What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
Kung
Some
Pao
chicken, some chicken, and deep fried mac and cheese nugget thingies, and French fries, and
Yeah, he's
You're
going.
right,
Mac and cheese
So
nuggets.
gravy,
jumbo
and
heart attack
popcorn
platter.
chickens. Yeah, that's the one.
Jumbo heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's
that's the
that?
one.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's the one.
And a potato chip milkshake. Like, come on, man.
And a Diet Coke.
They had something on the menu called the Fat Chode. I guess I'm just gonna buy that too.
Yeah, I'll take two.
So
First one
so
might be
you're,
good
like,
or bad.
Doing you're doing the student Dr. Ben dumpster meal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
The human dumpster.
You know what I'm gonna do?
He's
I'll
now,
take off.
He's
for-
now in England enjoying
Yeah.
quality English dumpster food.
I wasn't sure if
With
that
PBJ
picture was
Ross.
was that a crumpet or a scone that he put up there?
Oh, I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was some
It's a
square
crumpet.
tart-looking thing with slashes in it.
Oh, that
Phoebe was
probably,
laughing at him, saying it was he had bitten into something and there was gravy inside, and he's like, "Ooh, there's gravy."
Oh, that's great.
That's what my spouse says
everything
about
in
me.
Right.
Well, I mean, I
Oh,
love
everything
the
in
look
England have
that
gravy
British
inside?
people give you when you talk about biscuits and gravy.
When I take a nap on the couch.
Motherfucking cookies and gravy? What are you talking about?
Oh, I like biscuits.
No, I
Which
remember
one
what it
was
was. You know the
Gravy.
Sacha Baron Cohen show This Is America? Because he
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
this segment where he plays this sort of like, over the top hippie-ish dude, like sort of
Yeah.
the urban hippie where he wears a suit but has a ponytail kind of guy. And he goes to like some Bible Belt town where he says, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to attract people to this town by building in the middle of this, rundown downtown area, a mosque. And they're all
Oh
flipping
no!
out,
Yeah, I
like
think
all
I
of these rednecks are losing it, going, we don't want a mosque here. It's probably on YouTube. You should totally check it out. It's hilariously funny.
Yeah.
That whole show, he did well.
What it was funny
I'm
is
pretty
that
sure,
at
like,
first
it
when
was the
he's
first segment. It was Bernie Sanders, and I think Bernie was twigging to the gag. Like you could see it in his face.
Wasn't
the
quite
first part
natural.
he was saying stuff that everybody was agreeing to it, like I think about guns and
Yeah.
stuff, and everybody was like, "Hell yeah! Okay, so now we're gonna build a mosque," and everybody's like silent.
Right, he twisted it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fucking hilarious.
And then he was like, okay, so here are two different designs for the mosque, two different ideas. Now, who wants this one? They all go, nobody. And he goes, all right, so we'll build the other one. You know, it's like, yeah.
See, I thought I was always going to remember him as Borat for the rest of my life, but now it's going to be for the Rudy Giuliani scene. I mean, that's just going to be how he's going to go down in history as the guy that got that on film.
That's gonna play well in jail.
That was on Borat too.
Yes. The
Yeah.
Rudy scene? Yeah.
It's funny. I never really looked into it until recently, since it seems like everyone on the right is headed to jail. But it seems that Orange is the New Black has lied to me, because I you know, they make it seem like everyone's just wandering around the yard constantly. You know, like it's camp. But I guess they spend like 22 hours a day in those tiny ass cells.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who'd have thunk?
It's camp, all right, but you can't go home.
Yeah. I don't know. I was wondering if Club Fed still exists. Like, if some of these, you know, fat cats go to jail, will they end up in one of those resort prisons and not a pound me in the ass prison?
100%.
That's where the Theranos lady's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to the
yeah.
White Sands place.
Is she already went to jail or not?
No. She has to report, I think, next week.
Some people get better than that. They get home fucking where you got to stay at home for 3 years.
Yeah, Epstein for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got to go to his fucking office every day.
If you're up on federal charges, you get some time before they actually drag your ass off to stir. But if you're convicted on state charges, the sheriff takes you away and throws you in jail immediately. And the reason is because the feds can track you down. The state doesn't have the resources to do it. So if you get convicted in state court, you go to jail, directly to jail. You do not pass go. You do not collect $200 million.
There was one thing I was curious about a little while ago, where I was like, you often hear about, you know, life without the possibility of parole. I got to wondering, like, does anyone ever get, you know, 30 without the possibility of parole, where it's like not the rest of your life, you have to serve all of that shit? Apparently, yes, but it's kind of rare.
Yeah, I think life is like
Say
something
it
like
again?
99 years or something ridiculous.
What was the
99 years to life, or whichever comes first.
Right. Well, I'm gonna live forever or die trying.
I heard there was this guy who died in prison.
I wasn't
and
gonna bring that
then-
up.
But they were able to bring him back or something, and he was arguing that his sentence was for life. So he was already dead. So he wanted to get out.
I'm out. Yo, I'm out.
You are speaking out on a technicality.
I've heard
That's
people.
kind of correct.
The follow-up
I've heard
on
of
that
people
one-
temporarily. I've heard of people temporarily dying in the hospital bed, and then when they are revived, they're like, "Hey, I'm released from my marriage, right? Till death do we part." Like people have seriously argued that.
Yo, I'm
Tell me
out.
you hate your
y'all.
spouse without telling me you hate your spouse.
Yo, y'all seen what the vow was. You see it. It's on the fireplace on the mantle. You've seen it every day of our marriage. Death to look. I need my stuff. So, is there an Uber
You should
nearby?
sign that prenup. Read the damn thing.
Yeah, I told my wife like after we left the courthouse, I was like, you know, what we forgot. She's like, what? I was like, the prenup. Gotcha forever.
You get a retirement account. I don't. I'm gonna take half.
I want half Eddie. I want what's coming to me.
Did anybody catch that? What's her name? E.G. Carroll is going to sue Trump again because he opened his mouth at that rally.
Because he
that'll
opened his
continue.
fist
That'll
for
keep
one
happening. That's a loop now.
Hey, chef's kiss.
Well,
This is
like judges are
beautiful.
giving him gag orders, and like the first time he violates it, he might get a talking to, but after that, they're dropping the hammer. And he can't keep his mouth shut. That
That's what I'm
dude's
saying,
just
it's a
going to
loop.
jail on contempt charges.
This is gonna be
punch card
fucking-
pass
Go to
now.
jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is gonna be perfect. The one thing he has to do is
Just keep-
shut up.
He's not
He
gonna
He
do that.
can't do
He
it.
can't do it.
He
There's
can't.
no way.
He's
that-
trying.
Does that
He's
make him?
constitutionally incapable of keeping his trap shut.
He just can't.
Does,
I'm
does
guessing
that
she
mean
gets them
make
20
him
times in a
run-
row before he figures it out.
Neil's going to get his food.
Oh,
Ah,
5, 10,
talk
20.
amongst
He's
yourselves.
like, I'm going to eat it with these two hands.
he's not going to share.
Sounds like oral genitals. What?
Oral.
Wait a minute.
What are you doing
That's
later?
not where I keep them.
Yeah.
Is that what
Wait
you
a
ordered,
second.
Neil? Is that what you meant by dinner? Oh my god!
Can you
He's gonna
order
put his
that?
mouth on his.
Tonsils.
Order that up and then call it dinner. That's inappropriate. The finger licking good, Neil. You disgusting.
Finger
There's chicken.
Yo.
Make me sick.
You know,
Three guys,
it's
I'm getting food.
not by design or
fun.
nothing, but I've never actually eaten Kentucky Fried Chicken. Like, I didn't do that on purpose. It's just never happened.
Huh.
Have you had
Really?
roasted
Very
rare.
chicken some other place?
Yes,
Well,
kind of the same.
but it wasn't in a bucket.
It wasn't in the, you've never had the bucket.
that's
No.
right.
I have never had Chick-fil-A.
Oh, me neither. I didn't
Yeah, you're
know
not
it
missing
existed
anything.
until people started protesting it.
I
They don't have
had
them
no
here.
idea that they were a bunch of idiots, but I just simply never had occasion to have Chick-fil-A.
There's
Maybe
no
it's- maybe it
Chick-fil-A
isn't.
here.
Raising
I don't have
Cane's is
access
better
to
than
that.
all of those.
There is
I
Chick-fil-A over
think there
here
might be.
in Cancun.
Do they
Like,
have a good
why.
chicken sandwich?
Who?
Raising Cane?
Raising Cane's, they do have a chicken sandwich because it's their chicken fingers in a bun with the sauce. Yeah.
Man.
But it's good. It's good though.
I'm about to say
I
that's a
think
real loose
my-
definition of sandwich, ain't it?
Yeah.
Don't
That's
make
the
fun of me,
Cottonmouth
but my-
special right there.
Don't make
I-
fun
I-
of me, but my favorite place is Fuddruckers.
Never
used to-
been to
I used
one.
to
I
work
don't know
there.
what it is. I think there might be one Chick-fil-A in the state of Vermont, but it's like in the airport.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think we
too much
have one
damn
here
work.
in Illinois.
Yeah.
Man, getting to the airport, man.
Are there Chick-fil-A's out here, Mikey?
Yeah, there's a couple.
I don't.
They
I've
just
never
got
seen
here
one.
they just got here in like the last couple of years.
Yeah,
I have
there's a
not
few
seen
around
one yet.
here too.
It's a little north for them to be up here, you know.
Yeah.
Has
Like,
anyone
they
here
have them
ever
in St.
been to a medieval times?
My buddy used to work
Yes.
there.
No, but
Never heard
I've
of it.
been to the one in Vegas, the fucking Camelot thing in Vegas. They basically did the same show.
No. That was the
Another
parking lot.
Excalibur.
That was the parking lot at the
Medieval times is
Excalibur.
like-
That's different.
Yes, the Excalibur.
Like
That's
a restaurant?
No, that's just Fremont Street. It's like that all the time.
I think the one the Excalibur was called the Tournament of Kings.
well, whatever it was
Yeah.
effectively the same.
Yeah, it was just jousting while he's watching people joust, fake joust
Oh, you
while you
drink
eat.
mead. Drink
Yeah.
mead out of a
I've
big.
never had the
Yo,
opportunity to
mead?
go to one.
Yo, I wish mead was more widely available. That's
Hell
my shit.
yes.
If I
You
wanted
need
to
to
know
so
where to get
good.
it, like a friend of
It is
mine
good.
actually works at a meadery. She does the artwork for the cans.
Wait, a meadery.
I'm not even,
Flagoon.
dude. That's the fucking word for it. But
This is
I like the sweet mead better than the dry.
Does this person
like the
identify as
dry
male or
better than
female?
the
I need to
sweet.
know this question. I need to be able to make this joke.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to count ribs.
I was just saying that makes them a meter maid.
That joke needs more work.
Yeah. Security's gonna rough you up a bit on the way out.
Oh no.
It
Might
might,
have begun.
I don't know.
Mike, and Mikey
It
down
might
down
make
there
a
on-
buzz later on.
See, I don't have
Downward
Kyle here to
spiral.
stop me from making the bad jokes. So
No. I didn't. Neil, what were we thinking putting these two together?
Were
This is
we
a mistake.
thinking at all?
Oh,
you think forethought went into this? Get the fuck out of here.
that was a,
My
the
recollection
link
is
at the top.
that
Yeah.
Malty is pretty
Oh,
punny
shit,
too.
we
So you've got to real
You know what I
seriously. You're in big danger of.
we're in deep
Losing.
water.
I got
Keep
3
water right
kids. That's all I know.
Losing the threads.
Because you have 3 kids, that's all you know.
Right. I don't have fun anymore. I'm at work right now, actually.
Oh, look at the kitty.
Which
I
is why
went
I'm
to
not on
the
camera.
I went to the prehistoric seafood restaurant and I asked the waiter.
Where do you get prehistoric seafood?
And I asked
You
the
wanna
waiter
die?
Only
what
the best cuts of coelacanth. Thank you very much.
Coelacanth fillets.
I asked the waiter what the chef's special was. And he said horseshoe crab cakes. I said horseshoe crab cakes? That sounds disgusting. He's like, well, let me get the chef. And the chef comes out with some on a platter and says, hey, trilobite.
Oh. I gotta go.
That made me blue.
Who this man?
Wow.
Who this man?
This is why nobody comes to your parties.
Shame. Shame.
I'm on it. Hold on, Ollie.
Okay, has anyone seen the movie The Meg? It's like Megalodon, this giant shark movie or whatever.
That's
I
the
was so
Jason Statham shark punching movie, isn't
fucking
it?
angry at the end of it because instead of the end, they put up Finn. And I was like, oh, you assholes, I'm so angry. Yes, because I didn't think of it first. Oh, I hate you right now. So, yeah.
They did. Fiend. Jason Statham part. Sure.
It was actually not a bad flick for
Yes,
what it was. I mean, I had to shout at the screen, run, you idiots, like 15 times.
It was
But other than
only
that,
this much above Sharknado. Come on now.
oh,
Right.
come on. It was right there with Deep Blue Sea.
There's
Deep
some,
Blue Sea
there's some
is
delicious
awesome.
garbage movies, you know. That's one of them.
Of course, I mean, like the moment you saw that one dude on the screen, you're like, oh, he's going to die by the end of this. There's just no doubt he's dead. You know?
Might as well.
Why
have
was
had
he
a red
black?
shirt.
What was that?
That one, the joke of the fin over here in Mexico, it just nobody got it.
Well, I mean, you know what the end is in Sweden? It's pronounced slut, but it's spelled slut. So like, you know, you're watching a Swedish movie and it fades to black and it just says slut.
Slut.
And if you don't know what it means, you're like, what the unholy fuck just happened?
Little disconcerting.
Yeah. And
Are they calling me a slut?
Norway. They're
Are they calling
they're
me a
moving
slut?
whore, right? So yeah. Movie comes up whore at the end of the movie from Norway. Okay, yeah.
What's with kink shaming? I don't get it.
So for me, that whole scenario played out where I went to the movies in Sweden and watched a whole movie in Sweden in Swedish, not speaking it. And then after this 90 minutes of confusion, then I get called a slut.
Yes.
And that's supposed to make it all make sense. And I'm like, oh, I'm a slut for watching this. Okay, you know what? Fuck the movies. All right, I paid you for this. I paid you kroner.
Hard-earned kroner.
Some people do get paid to call other people sluts. It happens.
Hey, buddy.
Just I think
Smelled the food, didn't you?
I think they came back together after they broke up, and then there was a war. But then I'm the slut. But I don't understand.
Yeah, what's up with that? That doesn't make
I
sense.
become the slut. She was the one who left him the Dear John letter, not me. She's the slut.
Man.
Oh, is that the movie? That's the end of the movie. I get it now.
Well, guys, you know what?
What?
I'm
Chicken
not
thigh.
going to sit here and well, chicken thigh.
That's why.
Yeah.
Chicken thigh.
I don't want to sit here
Chicken.
and eat in front of everybody, so
Gobble.
I'm gonna say we've been here for a couple and a half hours, so I think we
I'm
should let the
hungry,
nice
too.
people back to their lives. Yeah, and I'm gonna eat up here and finish the dishes and go to bed because I get up at
I thought
7
you
o'clock in
skipped
the
the
morning.
dishes. You skipped the dishes. What dishes?
Yeah, no,
do you have?
this dish has been there for a couple days. So I got to load the dishwasher up.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
Been
Kiss the
skipping
baby.
the dishes. That's
Make
the
sure
point.
it doesn't start trying to
Exactly.
crawl away first.
In the dangerous kitchen. All right.
Yeah, it's snuggle time, and I think me and the wife are gonna go watch Mario.
Mario.
Like it.
You know, the Dennis Hopper Super Mario
Let's
Brothers
go.
movie was really terrible, but the end credits, the music was my favorite band.
Who was it?
Roxette.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. This is sort of why I know how to say the end in Swedish, because they're from Sweden, and some of their songs, like their solo shit, is in Swedish. So I picked up a few words just from context.
They just called everybody a slut at the end of the album.
Oh, no, I mean, I kept hearing the sound salute, and finally I looked up lyrics. I was like, where the hell, what does salute mean? Then I found out, I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah.
Welcome to Sweden, slut.
Welcome to Sweden.
Well, I mean, what if there's an assassin who's like about to shoot someone? They're trying to say it's the end for you, sloot, motherfucker. You know, I mean, geez.
What if you went and watched another movie and it said whore? I'd start getting the bad
When you get
picture.
when you get the like the bootleg version with the bad subtitles.
Yeah.
Instead of slut at the end, it just says whore. It just Google translated it over and it didn't work.
Oh, we are such children. I love it.
It just auto recognized slut and just left it.
Whore. You dirty whore.
All right. All right, everybody. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks to everyone for hanging out with us tonight. I know it wasn't the usual deconversion story. Of course, I just could not get anyone for today. But we will be a reminder that Mikey and I and Elliot will be over on Sydney Davis Jr.'s channel for Saturday, 5 Pacific, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, all that stuff. And thanks, everyone. And thanks to our members and patrons. You guys are awesome. Sorry we threw wrong like this at you. But hey, we know our usual fare will be back in no time.
We'll be back
Thanks
on
all
the-
you guys for jumping in here with me today.
We'll be back on the we'll be back on the crab soon enough. Just you wait. The time wizard ain't done yet.
All right. Until
Trial
then,
bite.
I don't really have an outro for this, so I'm going to go and play that technical difficulties. Me. That's all, folks.
Later.